reviewing that show. We here to review that show. And if we think we can, we can still view that show. All the people be trying to view like us, but you know they can. It's Marty, and that's it.
Review that show, bitch!
I hear Game of Thrones sucked last week.
I feel like who gives a shit?
And apparently there's 80,000 like signatures or whatnot to get season 8 reshot and rewritten.
The fuck?
Have you? Okay, so tell me something.
Y'all,
do you
y'all
follow?
Fanboys is doing too much. Y'all doing way too much.
Bruh.
And maybe this is something. This is good to have you here too, because maybe you might know something as well. Now, does anybody know about the showrunners EB, DB, whatever the fuck, and Benioff and Weiss, whatever the fuck? Does anybody know about them wanting to do some civil rights show that somehow got pulled or canceled? Yeah. You do know about that.
I remember that. Yeah.
Okay, so what's the deal behind that? What happened with that?
They wanted to do a show, and all the black people went crazy, and I felt like the black people went crazy. I think we jumped the crazy brum before giving it a chance to see what they were going to do. Because it was basically saying, this was called Confederacy or some shit. Yeah. And it was as if the Confederates had won, and what kind of world we'd be living in like 2019, 2020 if they had won, and they wanted to explore it. And, you know, black people went, oh no, these white motherfuckers want to make a whole fucking show telling us how they would want to put us back in chains and shit. When really, like once again, I would rather black creators do this because it does have the potential to be a very interesting show if you explore the right angle of it.
Right. I feel okay. So
only like I said, you gotta be, because that's the thing. If you go a little bit too one way, you're making a racist and fucked up show.
It could go wrong.
It could go wrong very easily.
I just envision somebody typing as the secretary with a chain around their leg.
Oh my god.
What?
Oh my
chain
god.
to the desk. That's the only thing I thought. It's like this modern day, literally modern day slavery.
I mean, you never saw that short film that was on YouTube, but that trailer that was on YouTube, and I think it's for a real film about that already.
Are you talking about CSA?
Yeah, CSA. You ever saw CSA? Oh, I'm gonna put the CSA trailer on you because that's what you sound like you're talking about. The CSA dog. But that was also a freaking tongue in cheek because it was supposed to be a look into if that were to happen. And if you're creative and once again if you tell the right stories within that context, I would watch the show. Because that would be an interesting eye, but I don't know if all thing I know Game of Thrones niggas for is Game of Thrones and Wolverine Origins. So I don't have
they were part of the first Wolverine.
They wrote it. They didn't direct it. They wrote it.
Oh.
You know.
Oh.
You know. So I'm just saying, I don't really have much to go on from them cats. I really like Game of Thrones.
That's like finding out some. You know what? Never mind.
Look, and I'm saying all that, and still like I don't give a fuck.
Somebody you know, somebody very close to you, like killed somebody who as a drunk driver early on in life.
Hey man, that's exactly what happened.
It's kind of like it's like we're gonna leave that part out. We're not gonna mention that dead body over there. Just don't
I still dig this season. Like if people been hard and been hating this season, I'm still with it. We're gonna get to this episode. Yeah. It's controversial last episode, but I'm still with it.
I mean,
dude, I gotta keep remembering you don't be on the net.
Yeah.
Oh, if you were on the net, you would see the hailstorms of fucking fuckery and anger and angst towards this episode right now.
Marty is 67 years old.
When it comes to these internet shows.
But that's great though, dog, because
it kind of is.
You get to be in your bubble whether you like it or you don't. You get to have your opinion.
Yeah.
See, nigga like me, I'm an internet guy, so I'm on social media. And next thing you know, I got all these motherfucking think pieces and statuses. And since I talk about Game of Thrones and people tag me in their things and I got to read paragraphs of someone else's, it gets wild. And I'm in a group. So then in the group thing, I get roped up in the shit. And I just be like, oh, it's a lot to read. There's a lot of Game of Thrones things happening in my life right now. Sunday is over.
Somebody give me some Starbucks.
Dog, because also at the end of the day, dog, nothing at this point with a show that's this big at this moment will satisfy you. Like,
true.
I'm just saying, some people mad how Cersei died. People mad that Dany went left. People mad that this. People mad that that. But I'm like, dog, if somebody kills Cersei, You'd be mad. Who would you be happy to kill Cersei at this point? If Arya would have did it, you'd have been like, oh, well, she got to kill the Night King and Cersei. Oh, that's too much. If Jon would have did it, well, Jon didn't even have a storyline with her. If Dany would have did it, oh, yo, I was trying to have that bitch killing everybody. It's like, god damn, like, nothing would have sufficed you damn people. So it's like, at a point, stop trying to write the show how you would have done it and judge it for what it is. And not saying you got to like what it is. Mm-hmm. But some motherfuckers, there are reasons for not liking it. When you let them like keep talking, you be like, you just mad because it didn't go how you predicted. And if that's what it is, though, I'm sorry. You feel me?
I mean, I think so. Yeah, I think I definitely think it's part of that, and I also feel like. Yeah, no, I guess I'm just gonna echo everything you just said. But yeah, pretty much you can't please everybody, and also too, the thing about it is, the books aren't final. So all of this stuff that's happening in the show isn't necessarily canon for the books. It's not the final say so.
George,
in that regard,
George R. Martin said he's giving them little hints of what he plans on doing. I feel like this motherfucker is like, I'm about to throw y'all
the storyteller as he is though. So they're fumbling up in places where he I'm pretty sure. You don't think so?
No, I'm gonna say this. Well, no, I'm my first thought was I feel like this nigga here just trying to throw him his rough draft and was like, I'm gonna just see how people feel about how this goes. Yeah, and if there's a backlash, I'm gonna change this motherfucker. I'm
gonna let these niggas be my guinea pig. So the real origin of Hodor's name is he was holding a door.
Nah, don't get me started.
He's like, yeah, let's try that out. Let's see what those people think.
Let's see how it goes. I think now, before anything, I think that's one of the stupidest things ever in Game of Thrones since my watching. Like for the longest. Like there's certain things that like I watch when the thing is Game of Thrones is not perfect, of course. No thing is.
Yeah.
But like, you know what I mean? That hold the door thing, like I ain't gonna front to this week's episode with that Jaime and Euron fight gets pretty close to being one of the stupidest things I've ever seen. But
kind of,
because it was so random, we gonna get to it. But my nigga, like the whole door thing, no, that was dumb. Every time someone tries to explain it to me and make it not dumb, it don't work. My brain goes, no, that was dumb. That was dumb.
I feel like
this is stupid.
He got his name because somehow a nigga in the present brain fucked him when he was a kid. So in the future, he's fucked in the head trying to hold the door open. So his name is Hodor because hold the door. But I'm like, what? So you watching this gentle, sweet giant of a person, all he ever says is Hodor. You just accept that shit. I would accepted that shit to the end of the time, dog. I didn't need an origin. Because when you gave that dumbass origin of he's Hodor, because in the future, brain fucks him up in the past when he's a kid, so then he's brain fucked forever, so in the future, when he's protecting Bran, nigga, someone should tell Hodor so he can fuck Bran up the first time he meet the kid, so he can know, nigga. Maybe if he fuck Bran up when he meet him.
Mind your damn business.
Maybe he'll be
alright.
He'll be talking normally instead of hold the door. My name is Hodor. It's like I am Groot. So you mean to tell me?
Your fault.
Dog, that was the dumbest thing on Game of Thrones. Dumbest thing ever. But once again, I feel like we're gonna fall on different sides on this episode.
Oh yeah, it sounds like it.
Oh, definitely will.
But what I wanted to say is that it feels like, I guess overall, there's always a chance that you can turn this around next season. But here, we're playing for keeps. Like, the house is betted. We're betting the house on this one. Like, there's no going back. This is what it's gonna be. And there's just no course correcting this. Like, whatever we get in today, whatever we get Sunday, that's gonna be the end of it.
I'm good with it.
No going back.
I'm good.
But it's like, some people can't make their peace with it because... Nope. If you're not happy with where it is, that means it's probably just going to end on a bad note for you. People have a hard time accepting that.
I'm going to enjoy every moment. For you, all you out there that hated this last episode, that sucks for you guys. Because I enjoyed it. I was thoroughly entertained. That black girl said, burn this city down. And what did Dany do? Burn the city down. So I'm cool. That's what I needed.
Side note. So checking back in with you on this, week to week thing.
Yeah, fuck you.
How are you digging it? Living like one of the common folks.
It makes it worse because, like I said, I'm a social media cat, Marty. So when I'm on this joint and I gotta wait a whole week, I also get caught up in everyone else's BS. And I don't like that. I like being able to just sit around, binge, be like, I really like that. And then afterwards, I'll read all these things. I'm like, oh, I don't agree. Oh, that's interesting. But no, bruh. People actually have full-blown debates about this shit.
I am
hard.
So embracing my binge. I'm a binger now, and I gotta embrace it. You wanna know why? Watch the first episode of, what's the name of the show just started Friday? Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Oh!
Watched Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
We're gonna talk about some of that. Okay.
Right? Watched it, got to the end of it, it's like, alright, I feel like I could have used a refresher. But you know what? Cool. Whatever, fine. I'm just gonna jump into the next episode and we'll be fine.
Ha. There's not.
There's no next episode.
There's not. And that's how you been introduced to Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I forgot. You called on and you just ate it all. Oh yeah, welcome. Welcome, fellow commoner.
I'm not watching no more of that shit.
But
I'm not watching no more of that shit.
But you know, I just said welcome, son. And that's what we didn't do.
Fuck that.
Welcome to the Reviewing Dat Show. Welcome to Reviewing Dat Show, y'all. What's that actor guy, Mr. Bass in the building, man? I'm in this thing with my partners to the right. I got the Your30 Podcast in this bitch, nigga.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You got both of us here. It is not a safe space, ladies and gentle germs. As your favorite host.
I got a piece of the Your30.
It is your favorite host, Marty, here in the building. Check me out at lowrainpictures.com. Click on the Your30 tab where I co-host the show there with
this nigga.
That nigga's right next to me, y'all. What's your name?
I wish y'all could see him, ladies and gentlemen. He was holding the hand over his eyes so you
he's not here.
You can't see me if I hold my hand over my face.
Can't really see me.
The Black Actopedia.
Yeah, that's it. Hi, folks. I'm here.
It's not a safe space.
No, nigga, it ain't no safe space. Goddamn it.
It's not a safe space.
As a matter of fact,
an adult.
You got one right here.
Oh.
Hey, folks. This is Lawrence J. Webber Jr., the Arrogant Observer, and apparently the Black Actopedia as well.
Yeah, man.
You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, and Tumblr. I am Soulboy30. Check me out on Snapchat. That's LWebber584. And check me out on ArrogantObserversRants.blogspot.com, where the cat is binge watching Pose because it's on Netflix now.
Now I'm gonna watch some Pose. I've heard so many amazing things about Pose, and
the one plus is that they found actors.
Yeah.
Oh, you acting.
Yeah, and that's the beautiful thing because once again, those type of stories often aren't told, light being shed. A lot of trans people, a lot of homosexuals, a lot of people in the LGBT period don't ever really get to play their stories out in any way of normalcy. It's always like you're the what's the word I'm looking for? You're the other thing in our regular world show versus just presenting their world and their story. Shouts out to Angelica Ross. She's on that show, right?
Yeah.
And she's one of the producers on King Esther, which is a web series coming soon that I'm in. And
which one's Angelica Ross? I can't remember.
I gotta look it up because I don't watch Pose. I just knew she was on Pose. I know she produced King Esther, and King Esther, we about to be one of the official selections at American Black Film Festival, which is a big deal on some shit. So shouts out to Dewey Gerard who wrote and produced and directed that joint, and the whole cast of King Esther. We got Dark Ain't Viv on that joint. Yeah. I don't know nothing about why you cackling because I don't watch the show, but she produces King Esther, man.
You are not a dancer. Have a seat. I was just getting warmed up.
Shout out to our Pose listeners.
Somebody get this bitch, please. She's so tired and I got a date to get through.
Yeah. But shouts out to Dewey Gerard. Shouts out to the cast and crew of King Esther. Shouts out to Angelica Ross, who apparently Lawrence must love over here because he going, hey, you feel me? I can't wait to check out that show.
She's got a story.
Feel me? But
you said Pose is on
Netflix
now.
To be binged.
All right, we'll be doing that. That's my next thing now.
Yeah, man.
That's a reason to keep Netflix now, because I'm telling you, I'm looking for reasons.
You heard about the Disney deal, right? On Hulu. They run that bitch now.
Disney runs Hulu?
Yep.
That man's a really good weed documentary on Netflix called Grass is Greener. That one's really, really good.
Grass is greener.
Yeah.
I'll look that up. But
I'm always looking for a good weed documentary.
But before we get to all that shit, I wanted to show you this Confederate States of America trailer from it was in 2004.
Okay.
Oh, we got a piece of On the Lake in this bitch that's just in the cut.
Yeah, I was like, no, I didn't know if you did an intro or not when I stepped out. I mean,
she said she gonna just sit in, but I don't mean we can't shout her out.
And this is that fire peeking out from backstage left for all the protagonists. Hi.
On the lake.
On the lake.
Shout out to Chelsea.
Making the rounds.
Me.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I
got it.
I'm not good at making that sound.
Me neither.
Every time I try when I shout it out, it don't turn out well.
Yeah, I practice at home.
I just do the plug sound and it'd be what not and whatever. But I wanted to get into the freaking Confederate States of America joint. And don't worry, listeners, we're gonna get back into our Game of Thrones talk. That's the whole main event out here, man. But oh goodness. Dun 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 dun. But okay, so
you ever heard
this thing just don't want to come
Game
up?
of Thrones mixtape?
Game of Thrones is a mixtape?
Yeah, back like 2, maybe 3 years ago, like Wale, Big Boy.
Black people did it though, right?
Yeah.
So that's cool.
Common did one.
I just hoping like they weren't just trying to give me like all the background music on the series. And think I'm about to just you know what, that might be cool shit on the slick. I'm about to say, wait.
Shit. No, dude, it is. Like, Wale's is my shit. I still play that to this day. I'm probably not going to play it after the show ends. Because, like you said, we'll get to that. But anyway, yeah.
Because after the show, you're going to curl into a ball and cry for half an hour?
Not based off this last episode. I don't think so.
Shit. Mm-hmm.
No, I think on my cry, I think anytime... This show can't make me cry anymore. It doesn't... We don't feel the same way about each other.
Oh.
It's
apparently this trailer don't want to come up, so it's not gonna happen. But if you have YouTube, check out the Confederate States of America official trailer. I'm gonna get you to see this some kind of way through. But I'm not about to stress myself for this joint. But before we get into Game of Thrones talk and whatnot, man, we got a couple other just little news bites and such as man, what's her name? I'm gonna mess it up, but I love her so freaking much. Uduba is IMD, Uzo Aduba is going to be playing Shirley Chisholm in the FX limited series, Mrs. America.
Her actual full name is Uzo Amaka, but it's what it is.
It's fine, man. I'm just happy that she getting that work. And ain't Viola Davis supposed to be playing her in a film version? I could have sworn like a while ago they announced that Viola Davis was playing her in a film, and now we saying we about to get Uzo and the limited series on FX, man. I'm like, one, that's so fire that Shirley Chisholm is getting this kind of love, and two, that's so fire that we getting this, this fire black girl magic is gonna be happening because both of them women by their caliber are gonna murder that.
Uzo continues to make people cry, and I don't understand why. I don't know why Uzo does her best to play with everybody's emotions. If you ain't playing with people's emotions on Orange is the New Black, you destroying people's emotions on Steven Universe. I mean, what the hell? What the hell?
I've been start watching Orange is the New Black, but I hear you though. Didn't they finish up?
Oh yeah,
this season's supposed.
I think this season was the last season.
Be the last one.
Okay.
They haven't even released a trailer yet, but yeah.
Is that white girl finally gonna get out of jail or what?
I thought
she
did
get out of jail.
White girl got out of jail, main character got out of jail?
Sworn, yeah. Like, am I wrong?
Did she go back to jail?
I'm not sure, but white girls always get out of jail.
But I mean, what's the show if she gone? Was they gonna just focus on other characters?
I'm not sure. Like I said, because I think in the 6th episode, the 6th season, I think they went to like maximum security.
Yeah, because
so
there was like a riot that basically broke out, like a cop guard died. And after that, when they came back, everybody went into max, and Piper got out. Piper, I don't know if she got a deal or I can't remember how it came about, but Piper got out. So I don't know what the show's gonna be.
What did I say? White girls always get out.
Yeah.
And for people, if this is your first time listening to the Reviewing Dat Show, we're a spoiler show.
We are a spoiler show.
So if you hear us say the name of something that you probably haven't seen, if we follow it with anything that's not, I haven't seen this, you should probably skip it if you don't want to be spoiled.
You get it like 30 seconds. Hit the 30 seconds.
I'm just saying, we will just spoil with no regard.
So yay.
No regard. We'll spoil with no regard. So you say you're going to be watching the Shirley Chisholm joint with Uzo?
Yeah, I don't want to be the stick in the mud, but you said there's a movie coming out about.
I'm about to Google it right now. I heard that Viola Davis got cast in this like months ago.
Okay, it's just weird. Like, why is it that I don't know. It's like, are there not enough?
There's never enough. No.
To make a movie of, and it's like not that she doesn't deserve fucking a movie and a show, but I don't know. It's like, what am I complaining?
I'm not going to complain about more black stories.
Yeah, so
you can give me 12 Shirley Chisholm movies, and I'm going to make all 12 of them bitches, because I have to see, how many times I have to see Abraham Lincoln or fuck that.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go.
As a vampire slayer, as a real man for 2 hours in real life.
Viola Davis attached to star in The Fighting Shirley Chisholm for Amazon Studios. I know one crazy, so Cheryl, we getting some Cheryl.
Yeah.
Come on. We getting us some Cheryl, man. Y'all forget that black woman ran for president. She said, I'm going to get this, man.
You know what? Fair enough. I'm here for both.
Let's go.
I don't want to fuck her name up. Yeah, he's here. Well, I don't want to mess her name up, though.
Uzo Aduba.
Uzo, yeah. I dig her a lot, and I feel like a lot of where I identify her is with Orange is the New Black, where she gets to sort of play a bunch of different levels. So it's like, I know that there's a lot of depth there, but it's cool to see her sort of channel that depth
in a new way,
in another role.
Yeah,
another
mainstream role, because you follow her, she does all kind of other things.
Yeah, but
they're just not mainstream.
Which I don't. And I don't catch. Which we talk about. You tell me about a lot of shit that I don't. I just don't catch.
If y'all follow me on Instagram, there's a clip of her doing Lily's Eyes from the musical The Secret Garden.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
Yeah.
She's got an amazing voice.
Beast.
Amazing voice.
Beast. Moving on, man. Apparently, the in-game director said that, because that's the same people that did Winter Soldier, they did Civil War, they did Infinity War, and they did Endgame. And he said they're done with the Marvel Universe.
Yeah.
Unless they pull a bag of money up to the back of their car.
No. They said straight up, unless they're brought back for Fantastic Four and Doctor Doom. They said they'll come back to do a Doctor Doom and Fantastic Four.
Okay, so that's official. It's happening then.
It needs to.
Then,
they would make it relevant.
But everybody steps down at this point in what they've done. Like they lasted so much longer than Josh Whedon, so much longer than Jon Favreau. Because let's remember now, Jon Favreau was supposed to be our Avengers guy.
Yeah,
he was supposed to control the universe.
But that's a lot of your life that you given.
It showed the fuck. That's why they all leave. And he left for other reasons.
And the fandom. Like, the fans is nuts, man.
Oh, yeah,
they'll send you a death threat if you do something they don't like, nigga. It's crazy.
That was weed. And so I feel like they're at their point where it's about time for them to step down if they wanted to.
But they are.
Also, let's just be honest. We know they're doing Fantastic Four. They're just trying to make sure they get all their ducks in a row. They do not want to be the fourth screw up. How many have we seen? Three so far. Three so far. They don't want to be the fourth F up. No. There was 4 in the 80s.
Kill that noise.
I don't like who was it? Schumacher? Was it Schumacher that did that one?
No, Schumacher didn't do that. It was some low budget thing. I don't think they even made it to theaters, man.
They made it.
It was
hold on to the rights.
made, but it wasn't nothing.
It exists.
It does exist. I'll give you that.
Exists.
I will give you that all the way. It does freaking exist.
Monty.
But I will say this: the first Fantastic Four wasn't horrible. The one,
which one? Tim Story's?
The first one is watchable. It's not like the most god awful thing. It's not bad.
I don't hate it.
The second one has problems galore.
I don't hate that one either.
The second one's.
And
the third one and the third one, I didn't make it to the end. I watched the first half, fell asleep.
Really, you missed the best part?
I didn't see that because the thing is, people ragged on the third one so hard that it didn't make me run to go see it. Then when I watched it, I wasn't hating it. It just was just moving slow.
It was a fucking train wreck, though.
Yeah. Then I went to sleep and I never came back to it, and I've never seen the rest of that film. But there's a type movie to be told, especially if you get Doom right. And I think if anyone could get it right, it'll be the motherfuckers who made Captain America cool. Because if anything, the Winter Soldier made Captain America cool. For real.
I felt like his first Avenger made him.
He made you like him.
Yeah.
The Winter Soldier made that franchise cool. You feel me? Like, damn, I gotta catch that next one. Like, cap that nigga. Like, you heard me?
Because after, you know what? That brought, you're right.
The second one made cap that nigga.
Because that sparked off so many other things. And
what was your favorite Marvel movie for the longest? What was your favorite one?
Iron Man.
And then?
Oh, yeah, Winter Soldier.
That's the one you always bring up.
But,
You don't bring up, oh, yeah, I was digging that first Avenger, Bats. No.
Nah.
You bring up that Winter motherfucking Soldier. That flipped it. That shit was Marvel could do genres within comics, dog. That was a straight spy thriller.
That's like Russo's first movie, right?
With Marvel.
With Marvel, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And then Civil War, and then Infinity War, and then
they
Endgame.
get the character. They get the character.
Dog, give me this. Either James Gunn or the Russo brothers can do any Marvel movie that they the fucking side as far as I'm concerned. Because they get the tone of what I think makes Marvel movies pop for me. And if Jon Favreau just want to, dip his toe back.
Jon Favreau, yeah, he can always come back, definitely.
But the Russos, James Gunn.
James Gunn he's contingent on what the property is. I don't feel like you give James Gunn.
You give him Fantastic Four, he'll whoop it. I think James Gunn make a very entertaining Fantastic Four.
I think he'll make an entertaining one. I don't know if you think he'll get the tone right?
Nigga, Fantastic Four, yes. Because Fantastic Four is essentially like you can play it for comedy and drama. It's a mix. It was Marvel's first family, dog. Like for the longest, that was a number one cash cow, yo.
Here's the thing. For me personally, this is just a me thing. Now, I get excited hearing the Russo brothers wanting to take over the Fantastic Four property.
Yeah.
Hearing James Gunn's name in the mix too.
He's not in the mix. I just threw it out.
I know
there.
he's not. No, just yeah. But yeah, it doesn't make me excited.
Well, it's not really happening. Yeah. You're getting unexcited. You're getting not excited by something that's just a hypothetical.
Oh, fair.
It's a hypothetical.
Well, fair enough.
Another hypothetical is there was rumors of Matrix sequel with the creators of John Wick, with the directors of John Wick. How would you feel about that? You're the John Wick fan. I've never seen any of them. You're supposed to bring the DVDs. You're acting like how I was about watching that fucking movie that I wanted to have to watch. Who was it? What was a movie I put up for a year?
Street Kings.
Street Kings. Your Street Kings.
I could not be prouder of my men.
Oh my God! Don't.
The
Why
thing
would
is,
you do that to him? Why would you do that?
Hey, we reviewed it.
I had to.
We reviewed it.
I had to.
But yeah, how you feel about
He
directors
agrees with you.
of John Wick doing the Matrix?
Is it so? John Wick, right now is like one director. Are both of them from the original coming back to do the Matrix? Weren't they like the stuntmen? They were the stuntmen on the original Matrix.
So they know
they did the stunt work on the original. So yeah, I
don't know anything about it. That's what I'm just saying.
I don't know. I'm rewatching The Matrix. Actually, ironically, right now, no bullshit.
I watched it the other day, part one.
Part one.
Yeah.
I'm on. I believe I'm on Revolutions right now.
See, I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, you're not gonna do that. No, fair enough.
No, the third one is whack.
I went to the second one. I went to the theaters to see the second one, and
I agree.
And saw like the third one like maybe a year later. And I couldn't remember nothing of the second one.
Dude.
And I was like, what the fuck happened?
Now
like,
technically it's two movies really, because the second and third one are together. Like the second one ends with to be continued to the third. So in a weird way, you could say the second and third one is one movie. So I don't know. It's like the second one, it did things with its freaking graphics and its special effects that were bar none. That's the thing I like. See, the first one to me is almost a perfect movie. You know what I mean? Matrix, it was ahead of its time. It's still so damn relevant.
It became repetitive at a certain point in the second movie. It's like
their
choreography. But no, okay, so you watched the first one.
Just the other day.
The first one is perfection.
It's like almost a perfect movie.
Yeah,
like,
it
for
still
real.
plays perfectly.
Yeah.
Even the action scenes and shit.
Still look
good.
It's
like Keanu Reeves is, he's there and he's not. But
No, stop,
really?
No.
Okay,
You wouldn't have John Wick if we didn't have Neo, man. Hold up.
True, but are we arguing?
Yes, we are, because the Keanu Reeves style of acting is appropriate for Neo. You know, like it's so funny because like we're just talking about recently on the FlyWithBats about, I might have been on FlyWithBats, it was on one of these shows about how Will Smith was supposed to do it. He was offered the role first. He didn't get it, so he turned it down. I would not have wanted the Will Smith brand of acting to be part of the Matrix.
Matrix,
It would have
no.
been different.
No.
Will can act his ass off, but that wouldn't have been a nigga that need to be Neo.
Right.
Keanu Reeves, how we say the word stoic, his disconnected way of being,
Yeah.
works for what they wanted Neo to be, dog.
Yeah.
Now, okay. I don't.
I don't need him doing other shit.
I still feel that way because I was watching that first one. While once again it was perfect, still playing in the back of my mind. This could have been Will Smith. There are moments like there's a moment. Well, you remember? Okay, so you just watched it. Do you remember the moment when he's on the phone with Morpheus and he's trying to guide him out of the office?
Yeah,
right in the very beginning, right?
Yeah.
And then he gets to the point where he tells him, "Hey, see that scaffolding outside of the window? You got to get out there and jump on that scaffolding." And in that moment, I'm like, you know what? If Will had taken on this role, this would be a different movie. For one, Morpheus would not be fucking Lawrence Fishburne on the other line.
It's gonna be
fucking
Val Kilmer.
Yeah, it'd be Val Kilmer. And I'm just like, that's a different dynamic, and I can accept that. But he would have played that scene for laughs. And like Keanu was like, bitch, you really want me to get out here on this fucking ledge?
Dude, and the thing is,
like,
I think the Matrix still would have been different. It would have been fun.
Yeah.
It would have been
it still would have been.
But what it became,
no. It wouldn't have been that.
No.
Agreed.
No, it wouldn't. And that's what I'm saying. So I would never trade out Keanu, and that's I'm trading out Keanu for someone of his ilk. Like you know what I mean? It'd have to be like a Joseph Gordon-Levitt or something, who is a much better actor than Keanu. So he would have took it to a different level, but at the time he was too young. So you know what I mean? Like if they was to do some type of sequel and put JGL in that bitch, I'm there. You know what I mean? Straight up.
But what it's gotta be the same level of care and shit that they did with that first one. Like that first one, making them all have to train and do all of that shit for real.
It does not need to be rebooted.
That.
I mean, it does not need to be rebooted. Now, if you want to make a prequel or a sequel, do whatever the hell you want to do as long as it's creative. But if they come telling me they want to remake the first one, I'll say just go watch the first one.
Yeah, there's no need to remake that. Definitely.
Just the first
one.
No
prequels though either. No. Oh, you think it would be interesting to find out the other 5 incarnations of the one that didn't, that had to decide what 25 people to restart Zion? You think like a Ooh, you know what? I would like to see that. Actually.
They were talking about a Morpheus prequel. That's what they were talking about it for first. And I think the early
what is
talk...
This, the fucking Star Wars movie?
And the early talk might have even been Michael B. Jordan being a young Morpheus.
Ew. I don't want that.
I don't want that.
Ew.
I'll watch a Morpheus
prequel.
No, that's not what they're doing. It's talks. It's just, there are people throwing shit at the drawing board. And I remember that was talk for a second of a young Michael B. Jordan playing young Morpheus and how Morpheus got, taking his Matrix journey.
I'm not against Michael B. Jordan inside the world of the Matrix, but
No.
No.
There's just so many other actors though. Like that's what be bothering me. It's like when one nigga get hot, they want to throw everything at that one nigga when they got so many other niggas.
But dude,
male and female.
They were on some different shit with the second one of the casting. Do y'all remember the cast of the second one?
It was black as fuck. I mean, this
was
one
black as fuck.
Dog, is that
the people? Roy Jones Jr. was a captain of a
Wow.
Was a captain of a ship.
Wow. Didn't know.
Dr. Cornel West.
Wow.
Huh? Was one of the elders.
He was in that movie?
Yeah.
Cornel West was in that movie?
He was in that movie.
Damn.
That's what I'm saying.
Marty
like, they were all over the fucking... Yeah, you know how much I love him. Yeah, you know I do. I still do. Yeah, he's awesome.
But, as I said, after watching the first one, I just had... Because I just remember vis-a-vis... I just remember... they just got really heavy-handed in the sequels with their, Jesus analogies and... Like
we get it, nigga.
We really do get it, nigga.
Like
you know what I'm saying?
Stupid.
And y'all, and it was so heavy-handed by the third one, and it just, I just really like the first one. I'm gonna just keep going back to it. The first one because it hit you with the metaphors and all that, but it was nice, what I mean? You shouldn't try to bend the spoon.
You make me want to watch it.
Don't try to bend the spoon.
It's so worth it. You
realize the spoon is not real.
Keanu Reeves, though. That's how I fell in love with him.
In the Matrix.
Yeah, and then like his maturity, like how he grows in confidence through each movie, where he's like he thinks he can do whatever the fuck he wants by the third one, and it's just like he kind of gets batted down in the beginning of it.
They're making another Bill and Ted.
You know
they're making a sequel with the original with Keanu and your boy. He's still alive and shit.
But they're in there like late 40s and 50s.
Right.
Dude.
Yep. It's happening. It's a
That
real
was
thing.
a dark
This-
time
this-
of my childhood. I
There's
don't
gotta be
remember
a
Bill
lot
and Ted
of
fondly.
pot involved. A lot of pot.
I like Bill and Ted from what I remember.
Didn't Bill and Ted get thrown off a fucking mountain?
I don't remember the details.
Right? Okay, nobody, like, I remember them being walked up a fucking mountain and then thrown off of it by themselves. They made them walk up the mountain and then they threw them off. They're like, am I wrong?
I cannot defend what I don't remember.
I keep on mixing Bill and Ted with Weird Science.
And Wayne's World.
Yeah.
Those were like all
shit.
so similar at the
Well,
time.
Bill and Ted and Weird Science
Air guitar.
were like super 80s.
Swing.
Swing was that's Wayne's
was
World.
like
Swing.
super fucking 90s.
Yeah. But for whatever reason, as a
That's
kid
how-
growing up, I still
that's how I
would
learned
that
about
that
Bohemian
that
Rhapsody.
doubles.
That was the first time I ever
Yo,
Me too.
yo, you're right, you're right.
too.
But sidebar, I've never seen. I still didn't see the Queen movie, but I'm
Me either.
such a huge fan of their music that I have to see the Queen movie, and you know they got one.
I was waiting for it to just drop in price, but they playing hardball with that bad boy. It's like a Disney movie.
It's
They're not going
beloved.
down.
It's beloved
Oh, yeah.
as hell. I'm
Yeah, it
just
is.
gonna just do my.
But I mean, fucking A Star Is Born has been gone
Marty,
sell 3 times over.
Marty, I'm about to
What the
Jack
fuck?
Sparrow that motherfucker,
Oh,
and it's gonna
alright.
be what it is. So,
Arr.
Bill Murray is talking about he's interested finally after like 50 years in doing a Ghostbusters sequel. Because if people don't know, he was the one playing hardball and the reason why they didn't get a Ghostbusters 3 back in the day. And because even though people like 1 more than 2, even though I like 2 more than 1 because the one I saw first, it happens. But 2 still made a lot of money, so they were going to make a 3, but Bill Murray was like, fuck that shit. So now, like, decades later, he's like,
30 years.
Come
It's
on.
been 30
he's saying
years.
he's open to the idea now.
30 years for Ghostbusters.
And they're making a sequel.
35 for Ghostbusters.
They're making a sequel with some people are cast. I know one of the cast from the It movie, somebody from Stranger Things. Like they're already with kids. They're gonna flip it with kids now. So I don't know if he's trying to get in on that action or
Hopefully Caleb Laughlin is in there.
or what it is.
He's the black kid.
I'm so confused.
No,
No, it was white children. It was white children that got cast. I didn't see the black kid. I didn't see my little boy, my dude from my New Edition movie. I didn't see him. But what you about to say?
Caleb Laughlin.
Can I be? It's too late.
You raised your hand about Ghostbusters.
Yeah, it's no about Bill Murray.
Oh, about
being interested.
Yeah.
It's too late.
Yeah.
It's too late.
I think you should just.
It's too late. I
It
mean,
is old.
they had to suck his dick to get him to come back in for
Ew.
for the remake with the ladies.
Yeah. Oh, you had a cameo in that?
Yeah.
Didn't know because I didn't watch that one. 'Cause I had no
Anybody
interest.
watch it?
I didn't watch it.
Because I want to say he died. I just wanted somebody to confirm it.
Mm.
But I'm pretty sure that
Randy
happened.
Hudson did a cameo in it too. I'm not
Yeah, but
sure.
he definitely survived.
Every
He
time
showed
I
up at
think
the
about
very
how
end.
they played Ernie Hudson in that joint, though, dog. Y'all know that story, right?
No.
How about how the Winston character was supposed to be like this former like Marine nigga, this well-respected cat. He had way more scenes, way more dialogue. And I forget somebody came in and just switched it last minute on him, and he wound up being basically that minute character
Just a
that he
nigga who
became.
needed a job.
Yeah, just a nigga needed a job. And that hurts because, honestly, the Winston character is the one that I used to like. 'Cause we love black kids. Remember the old cartoon that used to come on USA?
Yeah.
So I used to, when I saw the cartoon before I saw the movie. So when I'm seeing the movies, I'm looking like, okay, what a black dude at? Because for the longest in the movies, you just with the white people.
Yeah,
and
in the beginning of it, yeah.
Winston don't come till way later and shit. So I'm like, where my nigga at? So I, like, as a kid, a piece of me kind of felt like, why is there not more of him?
Which was actually
So, and that to get that question answered as an adult makes me go, it makes sense.
the argument is the same for Leslie Jones' character too, because at one point,
Because she could have been a fucking scientist.
yeah, and she ended up just being the MTA lady.
She could have been a scientist. There's no reason, especially if we're doing a comedy and shit, she could have been a funny ass scientist ass motherfucker, dog. Like, why not?
She could have been relatively interesting.
Dude, look at him with his shots and his digs. But,
I mean,
And the way
she did what she could.
And the way
I
she
own
did
the
it was
movie.
so just nonchalant, she could have been interested.
right.
I mean, you know what? I feel like I can like shit on the movie in a certain extent because I did go to the movies to see it, and then I did
Okay.
go buy it.
You bought it?
Oh yeah, I bought it. I
You
wanted
really
to show.
did.
I wanted to.
Pobrecito.
Yeah, I wanted to, cause like I didn't think it was as bad as everybody.
Oh, so you liked it?
I didn't hate it.
I heard Chris Hemsworth was funny.
He was.
Yeah.
They had, it was a terrible misstep. Yes, but
Chris Hemsworth was playing like what, the Andy Potts character?
Yeah, he was. So just as the flip of that, but it was cool. So I think my thing was
her name was Andy Potts. What her name was? They took the secretary.
I can't remember.
Was
but
it
I
Penny
know her
or Paige?
I know her.
Oh, you mean I know what you're saying, but no, what's her name? It came on the V. Something I'm gonna look it up, but yeah. He's their secretary. That's hilarious.
I felt like it was something that they could have. They had a nice foundation.
I can't remember Annie Potts as any other character but Mary Jo. So
from Designing Women, yeah.
Oh, now you have that music in my head. My grandma used to watch that show all the damn time.
Right?
Yeah.
That show was hit.
Oh my god.
Designing Women.
But yeah, man. So. Okay, so that was just all, that was some that. You had to get a little of that before we get into that main event, you feel me?
Yeah.
I saw something about Picard. What happened? What happened? What's going on with Picard?
Oh, okay. Let me see. Let me give you a little Star Trek. I forgot I got a Trekkie in my midst. I think I accidentally X'd out of it, but apparently that, because there's a Star Trek that's coming out, the new show with, we got Picard back, man. And they just gave it a name.
The funny thing I think about is every time I think about somebody actually saying, "Oh, I don't watch Game of Thrones," I think about that one episode of Star Trek where everybody on the ship is like playing a game, and they grab Wesley Crusher and force him down and force his eyes open in order to play the game.
Wait, who they do that to?
The Wesley Crusher.
Who's Wesley Crusher?
Okay, very quickly. The doctor had a son.
Okay.
The son's name was Wesley, and he was like
the
boy
lady
genius.
Doctor. Yeah.
All right. I remember the lady doctor. I didn't know she had a kid.
Boy genius, and the fan base absolutely fucking hates.
Okay, my bad. See, when you said that shit, Jordy came to mind. I thought that was like the worst thing ever. That's your boy, Reading Rainbow, my nigga, right?
Yeah,
that's what I was.
LeVar Burton. Because imagine if that story was him.
Yeah, because he's blind, isn't
right.
That's what I'm thinking.
I was like, Lawrence, why is this a good thing? Why are you telling me they ripped the thing off the blind nigga eyes and said, "You gonna look at this"?
That episode is like, I call it the Candy Crush episode, because everybody is like playing this game, and the game hits you in the back of your brain to where each time you go to a different level, it feels like you're having an orgasm. They don't explicitly say that, but
so they say they busting nuts on Star Trek.
Yeah, well.
Y'all lucky I don't name Reviewing That, because if I did, that would have been the name of this episode.
Busting nuts on Star Trek.
Nuts on Star Trek.
Star Trek is very sexual.
Dude.
Everybody, Commander Riker, who's played by a gentleman named Jonathan Frakes, everybody knows him as the Intergalactic Thought. You see,
beard or no beard.
He fucks everybody. Everybody. He's just like the horniest motherfucker on Star Trek. And then you had Cheerleader Girl. Troy.
Ain't that the doctor?
No. Beverly Crusher is the doctor.
Okay, gotcha.
Deanna Troy is the one who has
she got
psychic powers.
Okay, so she's Wonder Woman. I got you.
So she has psychic power, and they spent most of their time putting her in very, very low cut tops. And she even said, it's like, when they covered my bosom up, they gave me more scenes. I was just basically eye candy.
Do you have CBS access or whatever?
Not yet.
Okay. I was wondering if you...
Son,
because you're the only person I knew that may...
Yeah, they're naming this show Star Trek Picard. Straight up. They're just naming it Star Trek Picard.
Which Picard are we getting?
That's hilarious.
Actually, there's only one. Mm-hmm.
There's only one? So we're
because in Star Trek Generations, his brother and his nephew burned to death. He's like, there's a line where he says there are no more Picards, so it's just him.
Now we're talking Game of Thrones, my nigga. That was the best segue we could ever get to Game of Thrones, dog. He said they burnt them alive, and there are no more Picards. Lannister.
Oh,
so
finally.
So okay.
Bitch!
How you felt about this episode, Marty? Let's get into it. We're not going to agree on this.
Okay.
Off the dump, we already know we're not agreeing on this, dog. Yeah. You have a lot of people who agree with you most likely, and I'm here to fight you on this shit.
All right, that's hey, I'm here, man. So
it's
what?
Gonna be a thing.
Yeah, you know what? I've kind of given I don't know. I've just given the show its own liberties to do whatever the hell it wants to do.
It's fan
at this point. You know, I didn't hate it. I didn't hate it. It didn't. I don't know, man. Like I just didn't hate it. It didn't necessarily satisfy me in every aspect, but you know, it happened.
And we all let it happen?
Yeah, it was sort of like, you know, I didn't quite know what to expect really from this episode, and sort of getting all the things that they had built up and just sort of being like, okay, well, now they built up this thing and now it's happened. How do you feel about it? And I'm like, you kind of feel like, but it's like they gave it to me. Yeah, but they gave it to me, and I mean, so what else am I gonna do? I don't know.
It's not an unless you're going, bitch. It's not a good. It's not something good.
Don't get me wrong. They had a whole bunch of it. I don't know, man. We'll get into it, but yeah, I didn't love it. I just sort of accepted it.
The thing is, I give this to people. Within the 7, they needed more than 7 episodes to wrap this up.
Yeah.
Anybody that says that they feel like things got rushed, I give you that, dog. They did do a little bit of rushing.
The interviews with the actors, they know that this is an abbreviated process.
Yeah. No, I'm not gonna. No, I'll give you. I'm not saying it's a perfect episode. It's a messy episode, but I dug it. Like I felt it was one of those things of I see why y'all feel like y'all can get away with this shit, if that makes sense. Like it's like it's like I can justify the rush that's happened. Like especially when we get to the main one about Danny's character and shit. Like if I'm really honest with myself about Danny's character, she kind of been showing signs of that shit, dog. Yeah. So it was like one of the things I was like, well, she like whenever her back's against the wall, son, she do respond with violence.
True.
When her brother got murdered, she was not really that mad. Anybody that she ran up, anybody that gave her any issue, she would basically be like, "I'm gonna fuck you up."
Yeah.
She took on the Dothraki culture, called herself a Khaleesi, but she burnt up them Dothrakis to get the army. Remember, and we think of it as this big triumphant moment because she, she came through the fire. But technically, them people was just following their customs. In their custom, when their cow dies, the Khaleesi's supposed to go with the other Khaleesi's. That's their culture. You out here calling yourself a Khaleesi, riding with their goddamn soldiers behind your back because you need this army to use them so you can ride on King's Landing. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, even though I was riding with Danny, I'm still riding with Danny for, asserting herself and burning the motherfuckers. Them niggas was really just doing their job, nigga. You kind of fucked them up because they was in your way. Yeah, you burnt up Sam people. You could have killed his daddy, but you have to kill his brother. You could have just told somebody to take his brother somewhere and just burn up the daddy if that's what you felt like you needed to do. Even Tyrion was like, hey, man, like, did you have to burn him? Could you give him like a time out? Let him think about this. You just burnt him off the dump. That's that Targaryen shit we be hearing about, girl. I'm trying to vouch for you, but you're doing that Targaryen shit. And I told people you weren't be doing that Targaryen shit. You're doing that Targaryen shit. This lady even original plan was to ride up on King's Landing until Tyrion and them was like, nah, don't do that. You're going to burn up the town.
Since season 7.
She been was on it. She said what she had.
Was like, no, that's not the good idea.
You going to scare him.
Then Jon Snow shows up and is like, bitch, we got bigger problems. All right, but I need to take King's Landing.
She was going to go with 3 dragons.
Throne, right.
She was going to ride on them with 3 dragons at first until I feel like every time she think I'm about to do some cavalier shit, Jorah or Tyrion or somebody would be like, say, daddy, man, you shouldn't play it like that. And she'd be like, you right. But the fact that she got to be put in all these positions for a nigga to have to tell her, say, baby, calm down. It's been there. My issue is, I understand y'all got a problem with she killed innocents. And that's against the character of Dany that we knew. Killing innocent people and shit. But also, the Dany that we knew didn't just lose her best friend, Missandei. Didn't just lose her baby. She sees those dragons as her babies. She just lost another dragon. She lost her first dragon. And really, her army and her first dragon is dead because she detoured from her original plan for love.
Yep.
Now that love don't want her because in the north, we don't fuck our aunties. So every time John be kissing her, he always get reminded and shit.
To be fair, There's only a handful of places where they fuck their aunties.
Exactly, son. It's weird
Yeah.
John out, nigga. So it's
Yeah.
like, you know what I mean?
To be fair, I see what you're saying.
But I mean,
There's a couple places.
but I'm just speaking to her mindset. You know what I mean? She keeps getting betrayed. She's been betrayed.
Yeah.
Even Jorah
Since
betrayed her
day
once.
one,
She
yeah.
stayed getting betrayed.
Yep.
John betrayed her. She still was gonna up the pussy. It's like he still saying no. I don't want any titty. It's like, dog. It's been like so much has happened that she's not the person she was. And what happened this episode was a motherfucker snapping. A motherfucker just snapped. There's no rhyme and reason. Y'all trying to put logic on a motherfucker snapping. That's all I'm saying.
Everybody got a breaking point.
I think.
Everybody got a breaking point.
Things been going pretty damn good for her.
Yeah, they have.
So she really got thrown back to back to back to back to back to back losses. This bitch ain't right in the head right now. She mourning a lot.
So here's what I can say positive about the show. I sat on the edge of my seat up until the point where there were no more scorpions left.
Dude.
Like, I honestly thought there's a chance you might go down on this dragon. And and until then, like just watching the show in real time, man, like that experience like always gets an A+.
Yeah.
Just because I had no idea where we were going, and it just felt like it was going on and on and on too. And it's like, goddamn, Arya, I mean, you are protected by, you've been touched by an angel, girl. I mean, because everybody around you is dead.
And she
everyone.
Even her white horse got Ubered.
Your Uber horse showed up.
You know what I mean?
That was nice.
For real.
You know, did you order an Uber? Okay.
So we're gonna start the top of the episode. We got anything else? Any other general thoughts?
No, I think I got him. Yeah.
All right, cause this episode, yeah. So Varys, though, we start the episode with Varys,
Right.
and he's like, it seemed like he tried to poison Dany, but she ain't been eating and shit because she's in mourning and going crazy.
Right, and I was listening to another podcast that had me thinking that put that idea in my head, but originally watching it, no, I didn't get that. Did you originally get that from
Originally,
the
I thought, because he keep on writing, he's spilling all the tea right now, and all,
Right.
so he writing, Jon is Aegon, Jon is the real king. He writing that shit everywhere, so I'm thinking he's just making her just go, pass out flyers, you know what I mean? Go sneak around to lords and other spots and being like, yeah, my little birdie, like, get this message out that Jon is the rightful king. So I thought she came back from one of those missions. Honestly, it was somebody asking that online that made me go back and look at it and be like, oh, that's what she meant by she won't eat. You trying to poison her. Or at least that's what that person thought. I didn't get that either at first. Because I felt like that's very bold for Varys to be attempting to do.
I thought it was sort of, and I don't know, I guess, to be honest, I don't really know what the gauge is of what he would and wouldn't do. Like, is he above poison? Is he above that sort of thing, though?
I don't remember thinking of Varys like doing something that direct.
I mean, let's remember, Varys was the one commissioning all those people in the very, very beginning to take her out.
Yeah, well, he was like the middleman.
Yeah, but he was the middleman.
No,
he was the one sending those people out to poison her and get her.
But he wasn't doing it. He was on strategy. He was on strategy of this little motherfucker gonna get powerful. I mean, while I'm loyal to y'all, I'm letting y'all know you right though.
So I guess what I mean to say by that is that to some extent he could send somebody to poison her if he really wanted to. But did I get that on my own?
Yeah,
no,
I didn't get it.
Not at all. I didn't get that.
But that's what it was. I guess.
But it could have been that if they wanted to,
guys.
But the thing I was saying was that I kind of could have forgave what comes later on if that was a little more explicit. If that was in fact what he was doing, then what she did would make kind of a little more sense to me.
Oh, that makes all the sense to me. Mm-hmm. When she murders him. Oh, that makes all the sense to me.
Yeah.
She said she would. She said she ain't with the dumb shit. Now I'm like, Varys, why you going to holler at Jon Snow? Like, why you hollering at niggas, dog? Because he really just came straight for Jon. It was like, look, bruh, I know. Jon didn't even question it. Jon was like, all right, he must obviously know because look what type of shit he telling me right now.
Yeah.
And Jon's most quotable line, I guess, of the season is, I don't want it. I don't want it.
Yeah.
I never have. I don't want it. or you're my queen. So like John says again, I don't want it.
No matter what John's being offered, it's like, I don't want it, and you're my queen. No matter what he's being offered, that is the appropriate answer. John, would you like Daenerys? No, I don't want it. You are my queen.
And I'm like, John know that he freaking walking on eggshells with this crazy motherfucker because he know he told Sansa. So it's like, my nigga, I'm trying to steer in the good graces and you coming up on me trying to get me to be the king. And I understand, you know, I'm cool people or whatever. I understand why you like me and dig me or whatnot. But still, nigga, like, no, son, I can't do it. That's my queen. And Tyrion over here, I came for this whole episode. I thought Tyrion was gonna die.
You thought Tyrion was gonna die?
They spent too much time from his point of view. It felt like a farewell Tyrion episode for me. Like, we weren't in John's point of view till damn near 3/4 into the episode when that shit went down. We weren't in nobody's point of view mainly, but his. And maybe who was Cersei's and Jaime's, like, you know what I mean, who got in the Hound, of course. But like, we didn't get it to our main people. And for the longest of this episode is Tyrion watching his partner basically fail and get Jon on his side. We got Tyrion standing in front of this freaking dragon head on some foreshadowing shit like she about to, you know, it's just so many things.
Did you think that Tyrion was gonna turn into a snitch, bitch, snitch, and ass? Did you think that he was gonna turn snitch? So quick?
Yeah, he's scared of her.
Like, so if Jon had looked, because apparently, you know, he's looking at the interaction between Varys and Jon as he comes on trying to get him on board. Do you think had that looked like it went differently, do you think he would have ran and snitched anyway?
No.
Or you think he made?
I think he knew.
He knew
Varys,
the better choices.
Nick, I think he knew when he saw that Jon Snow turned Varys down that Jon Snow was gonna tell him if he the hand and he been failing. He's been failing at his job, yo. Tyrion has not done well for Dany, and Dany keep giving him like, yo,
she
you
doesn't
fucked up
want to
here.
take his advice.
No, son.
Everyone told her to take a break. Why is she in that? Why is she in that crying
no. Why is she? No.
What?
Who told her to take a break? Wasn't Tyrion?
Tyrion didn't tell her to take a break.
That was Sansa.
Only Sansa?
Sansa.
Tyrion didn't back her up?
Sansa's idea. You feel me?
Tyrion didn't back her up?
Dog, Tyrion, everything that Tyrion has told has backfired in her face. It was Tyrion who said, look, because once again, she was
Trust the sister, yeah.
She was like, my sister gonna give us armies. The sister didn't give him no armies. Lie. She said it was gonna happen. Lie, yeah. You feel me? He said we need to be diplomatic and we're gonna give Missandei back and, you know, We ain't getting no motherfucking Missandei. Because the thing is, though, when they captured Missandei, she said, I'm about to go ride on these niggas. There's been too many times that Daddy said, I don't ride on these niggas, and she listened to Tyrion. And she's told Tyrion, like, yo, Tyrion, if you fail me again, I'm gonna fuck you up. And she's not fucked him up. That's why Tyrion, like, nigga, I can't mess up no more, man. And I'm the hand.
Yeah.
You dig? And they
need to give her a couple wins, yeah.
Son, even though he talking to her right now, on like he just spooked. And it's so trippy when he like straight up tell her someone's betrayed you, she automatically say Jon Snow. And I'm like, oh my God, she acting like an ex-girlfriend. She ain't even an ex-girlfriend, but in a way she is ex-girlfriend. So it's like she acting like ex-girlfriend. I'm like, yo, son. He like, no, Varys. Now I was trippy. I just threw Varys. He didn't let her play the guessing game too long.
He was like, Varys.
Straight up. You hear me, Varys, man. He tried to, get the secret out.
But she knew more. She knew more than she was saying. I was like, no, it wasn't Varys. She already played this game. She knew how this shit was going to play out.
She was like, Sansa?
She was like, Sansa told you. And you fucking told Varys. And it's like, yes.
And there's this meme showing how she used to have all these people in here that were with her and how she has none of them. Mm-hmm. And they had like a girl from Dorne, gone. They had Jorah, gone. They had Yara, not there now, and she barely said with her life type shit. They had all these people that was John, like they had all these people that was once like her family. And she's just out here not eating. And that's another thing that plays with your mind too. She is not in her normal state of mind, yo. And people just like, oh my God, look what I'm like, yo, like, come on, throw some context in here. Even though, yeah, it would have been cool to see a slower turn. But no matter what, if the plan for the arc was for us to see like some Walter White shit, this person with good intentions turning bad, then of course she had to do something wrong. If her arc was gonna be that, at some point she was gonna have to do something that was gonna break your heart. If that was gonna I don't know what that thing would be, and maybe people have all the ideas, but I feel like that's where it's gonna go. But what I was about to say, she put it on Tyrion, and Tyrion had to take his lick again. And that's what I was saying, man. She said she even told him next time you let me down, gonna be your last. So when he let Jamie go later, we're gonna get that. I'm like, oh shit, Tyrion gonna die. Tyrion gonna die.
Yeah, it doesn't look good for him in the end. But it doesn't look good for a lot of folks in the end. I mean, anyone really.
And that was a powerful scene between Tyrion and Varys, dog. I was like, damn, that is your partner, dog. He's helped you out. He saved your life a couple of times, especially that time when you killed Tywin. He helped get you smuggled out.
He smuggled his ass out of there.
Right, and he had to fucking. But like he didn't.
All the wine
he had to leave with him.
Yep.
Because of his actions.
Yep.
Right.
It's like, and he still rocked with him after they got there. He wasn't pissed at nothing.
And Varys been the realest nigga the whole time, and Varys is getting killed because he told you, Tyrion, yo, this chick is off her rocker. She doesn't have the temperament for this. Yeah. She's a conqueror, not a leader, yo. Yeah. Like, dude, I've seen kings for decades, for years. I know what I know. I know I'm calling this one.
I would have been pissed, but he's a better man than me.
Who, Varys?
Yeah, Varys, because he wasn't pissed.
You know the position Tyrion was in.
Yeah, he did. He let him rock.
Shit.
And that shot when that dragon come in,
that shit was cold. Yeah. That shit. But like they didn't quite show it.
Oh, I
they just kind of called it, and they didn't quite show him being burned. They just,
we see enough.
Yeah, we see enough.
And I felt bad because I'm like, John, I'm surprised John with it. But
yeah,
once again, well,
John
ain't really
even had to say so. Really.
It's like one of those, because even like when he told Sam before of, I've had to kill people in my line just for not being loyal or whatever, or not following whatever orders. And Grey Worm mask on one, yo.
Oh yeah, he want blood, man.
But him and old girl, like I'm glad he gave. See, I was waiting for that look that he gave her after Varys died. After she killed Varys, I was like, bruh, if they don't show John giving her a look, I don't know who I was with. I think it was Jess. I was like, if they don't show him showing some kind of discomfort, I'm gonna question John's character. Yeah. So when he went to that shot of him looking at it, I was like, thank you. Our hero is still in position to do some heroic shit.
Right.
For real.
Right.
And we move into the next scene where.
Yeah, this
Grey Worm and Dany.
And I definitely, I don't know. I just kind of like this made perfect sense to me. But this is basically Missandei. The only thing she brought over the narrow seas was her old slave collar. Is that what I'm to believe, right? That's what we're looking to exchange of.
Yes,
right?
or something.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Because Grey Worm takes it and it's like, this is her last possession, the only thing that she brought over here with her. And Grey Worm takes it and throws it in the fire. And I'm just kind of like, well, if that was a slave collar, I'm like, yeah, we should do this a long time ago. But, anyway, I don't know. It was a very weird exchange. And she didn't seem to bother to mind that he threw it in the fire. So,
well, it's a slave collar, dog.
That is what it is, though, right?
Yeah, it's a slave collar.
Right.
But I think the thing was, it's the bittersweet notion of, this is a slave collar, and that's all we have left for her. You know how fucked up that is?
Yeah. Nobody wants to. That's all.
It's like, damn, all I have to remember you by is a slave collar. And the lady said she did not want to die in chains, and she died in chains. That is so messed up.
Yeah.
Son. And
when you put it like that. Yeah, we put it in perspective. Yeah,
and then that's why when I put it in that perspective, when my black Nubian queen yelled out Dracarys, burn this bitch down, and when Dany burns the bitch down, that's why I got no problem. And them niggas laughed at them niggas wanted Ned dead. Them niggas was shitting on Ned. So fuck them people. Fuck them kids. So we in the scene.
Fuck the kids?
Fuck them all. We in the scene with Dany and Jon. And Dany braided, like, this is the most pivotal scene everybody keep bringing up because it's like, damn, if Jon just would have went with love,
I mean,
might have saved some people.
Are we not all in agreement that had Jon not just
hit his auntie, smashed the titty,
smashed and not dashed?
He already been smashing, right?
I mean, he's up. Well, not yeah,
yeah,
for a good little minute.
Yeah, man.
So, yeah, I mean, she is definitely. But like, also too, do you blame him for not knowing she's on the edge right now? She's got literally no one left.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Yes, I do blame him. Yes, I know. Yes, I do blame him. She's right there next to her to see that Missandei is dead.
That this was her snapping point, though. This is the slide.
and then everything slides down it. Because
enough.
she even said to him, by love or by fear. And when he denies her love, she said, well then, fear it is. When she decided to resign, you know what I mean? Like on the Flash right now, this season they had the negative force, and that's how Ebert Thawne, the Reverse Flash, got by. You know what I mean? Like he used the negative speed force or whatever, and that makes you even more evil and shit. Once he decided to resign with the negative speed force, what the Star Wars people be on, the fucking the dark side of the force, it was corruption beginning, dog. I mean, I don't know if it's this episode or the previous one, but Tyrion was saying some shit about, hey man, she's saying it right now, how them niggas is cowards. Like Tyrion is like once again trying to tell her not to ride on these niggas. And she's like, bro, when I let the people go Marine, nigga, they rode on motherfuckers happy to be free. And Tyrion they cowards. Fuck them. Hostages. You know what I'm saying? Like, dog, Dany been on one. She on one at the top of this episode, son. That's why I'm saying, like, it is a stretch for her to kill the innocents. But at the same time, for me, I'm like, yo, they showed you what she was on all throughout this episode. And last episode when she really started showing her, what episode it was when she was begging Jon Snow not to say anything. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? We started seeing her looking like she losing out on her fucking crack rock then. So the fact that Tyrion has to beg her not to burn this bitch down unless they hear the bells, yo. In hindsight, watching it again, I'm just like, yo.
Well, you know what the interesting thing is that I thought it was gonna play out so much differently. Like I said, tension within watching it in the moment. I thought they weren't gonna hear any fucking bells, and she was gonna just go nuts. And by the time we were ready to see somebody pull that bell down, motherfucker was gonna storm that bitch and blow it all down. And I thought that's what was gonna happen. But the thing, but we'll get to it, I guess. But the fact that it plays out, so much differently.
Hold on. Wait, hold up, son. I think Raheem was right.
What?
I'm watching this scene back. Tyrion tells her, because Raheem been telling me all day, she never said she was gonna wait for them bells. I said, yeah, she nodded at him. That was like a little subtle thing. And now that I watch this scene back,
you don't think she ever planned on stopping?
Dude, she didn't tell him yet. She looked at Grey Worm and nodded. She didn't nod at Tyrion just now. Tyrion said about the bells, and then
follow the order that he just said.
But in hindsight, she didn't nod at Tyrion like, yeah, I will do that. She stared at Tyrion. Then she looked at Grey Worm, nodded at Grey Worm, and Grey Worm walked off. On some, for all we know, they probably already had their own plan. Like, you know what I'm on. You can bounce. You hear me? Because, like, she didn't tell Tyrion straight up that she would hold for the bells. She didn't. Wow. That's there, dog.
Okay.
That's there, dog. That's there, dog.
That's an interpretation.
It's not interpretation. We can rewind it. It just happened. That's why I got quiet for a while. I just watched it happen. I was like, because he been telling me this all day. And I'm like, no, she did. She said, yeah, or whatever. And
I mean, no, like the stuff, the events happened. I guess what I'm saying is, I didn't take it quite that way.
I mean, I didn't either, is my point. Until I watch it back on mute, and I'm looking like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
This lady didn't tell this man, yeah. There he is right there again. Give them that chance. If the city surrenders, they will ring the bells and raise the gates. Please, if you hear them ringing the bells, call off the attack. And then what happens? She stares at him, eyes watering, looks at Grey Worm, nods at Grey Worm. Grey Worm,
Grey Worm is biting his lip.
Grey Worm's like,
she said, wait for me outside the city. You'll know when it's time, is what she tells Grey Worm. He walks off, and they don't talk about the bells no more, nigga. You know what she brings up next? Jaime ass. Trying to get to Cersei. And I think that was a test, nigga. I think it was look, they didn't talk about it no more. Look, he nodded. He walked off. I think he confused.
Because even that, I still feel like the plan at some point was to follow that order.
I think.
And she said, fuck it.
No, I think that's what happened. But I'm just saying that it's very ironic that she didn't say yay nor nay technically. He said that shit. She looked at Grey Worm. Wait for me outside. You gonna know when it's time. Grey Worm left. Then she tell him about Jamie trying to escape and basically like she gonna kill Jamie. And then his ass go do his little shit. He gonna run to go save Jamie and shit later. And I feel like she testing him by telling him that information.
Oh yeah, cause that never even comes to fruition. They like he just sort of makes it out of there, and there's no like at least we never see any.
Next episode, boy, it's going down.
But they like everybody marches out, and he's able to still give his orders to the army. Nobody mentions that. Hey, weren't we supposed to fry the other Lannister this morning?
I mean,
nobody mentions that
that
didn't happen or why.
I mean, it's more so I think no one gonna bring up like that we didn't have that nigga ain't dead no more.
yeah.
Like that.
Like he's really not there. There's
like,
no one guarding him because he's
not in there. I'm more on that because maybe she decided I'm gonna kill him after the war. Fine, but you know that nigga ain't dead no more, right? Y'all do know that, right?
Yeah, I'm like, you might want to go take a look at him real quick.
But nah, dude. So then they decide, we about to head to King's Landing. We about to have this war. Your boy holla at Davos, Tyrion. Like I said, we have so much time with Tyrion, and Tyrion holla at Davos about trying to smuggle, Jamie and Cersei out.
Yeah, and you know that's. I'm like Davos, man. Whatever this dude's ass,
he's gonna get you killed.
Yeah, you can stay the fuck away from this shit.
He's going to get you killed, yo.
But then you find out like sort of what he was. I guess the extent of what he was asked to do was probably not that bad. Just like how would you get somebody out?
Defying Dany in any way is bad.
It's definitely bad. He probably could survive, but he's already lost. So he's with how many fingers has he lost?
Hey,
2,
man.
3.
Hey,
he could lose one more.
And my favorite auntie and la niece, Arya and the Hound together, they on their bullshit saying, but everybody, Arya say straight up, I'm here to kill Cersei. And it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, this will be, you just go let them go right, okay. That's what we doing.
I mean, that's their guard. That's Danny's people, I think.
That's Danny's people?
If it's not
Danny's.
Danny's.
I thought it was, I thought they were at the gate.
Oh, if they are at the gate, well, hey, it looks like they just let them go by. I mean, if you see the Hound up here, you gonna tell him no? It's just you and the Hound. If he wants to, he can murk. You heard me?
I mean, I felt like they were.
Hold on. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Come on, phone. I'm doing a lot of editing in this episode. All right. What you about to say?
Oh,
I felt like. You don't know what you felt like no more?
I don't know what I felt like no more. I felt a lot of things.
Well,
but yeah, no. Where were we at?
Well, I'm about to say we get to this part where Tyrion go visit his brother, and I thought this was another great scene that made me feel like Tyrion was about to die.
Yeah, with their final goodbye and stuff too, with all that wrapped up. Yeah, definitely. I could see how that. I could see how you got it. Actually, shit. Now that you mentioned, I'm kind of surprised he didn't die.
So much time was spent with Tyrion, and that was a very heartfelt scene with him and Jamie, and especially now when you look back and see that was they're gonna be their freaking last scene. That's crazy. Mm-hmm. And it made, because once again, I didn't think that Jamie was gonna die in this episode, so I'm not thinking Tyrion was gonna die. So I'm like, oh shit, when he giving that whole speech about you're the reason why I made it through life and you're the best, and all this and all that. I'm like, oh shit, you're getting a send off right now.
Yeah. This is it for you.
Well, it's really Jamie's send-off, not Tyrion's. Well, just yet, at least. And once again, we're humanizing the character of Jamie, and that's nothing that made people go batshit crazy, was the fact that Jamie was actually going back for Cersei and not trying to go back and kill her. But I'm like, yo, the moment that Cersei got pregnant, y'all should have thrown that whole thing out the window about him killing her. He was not going to kill the mother of his unborn child. That wasn't going to happen.
Right. Yeah, I guess. You know what? I was never really on the train that he was gonna go back and kill her. I just didn't see that for him. But I know that was always the prediction, and based off of the prophecy and stuff like that. So I get it. But I don't know. It was something I never really bought into. But now it just sort of seems silly looking at him going back, because I'm like, I don't know. Now, when I saw them embrace, I'm just kind of like, you wanted him dead, chick.
But not really, because you wanted him dead for real. You let the mountain kill him. I thought But you're right. She did send Bronn.
The mountain probably would have killed him.
She sent Bronn. She sent
Bronn.
Bronn. Remember, she sent Bronn to kill both of them. But I think she realized, because I think what happened was, at the end of the day, they both on one. Like, and
do you think we're gonna settle up with Bronn by the end of this?
I don't even see Bronn no more.
You don't think we're gonna see him anymore? Yeah, I don't think so either.
And he was like, I'm not a fighter. Just holler at me on it. He just ain't gonna get his now because Jamie did. But but I think like people were mad because they felt like he threw away a lot of character development with that character with Jamie, because he became way more moral seemingly than he ever was. But I think that was the point to the writers of Cersei was always Achilles' heel. Like, you know what I mean? The type of love he had for this woman is twisted because they're twins, which is nasty. It's funny that they're fucking, but that's some twisted love of, damn, you love her like family and like that. You're not just going to get out of that. You feel me? Like, and I love the progression that they made with him. But the fact is, he even told Brienne, a lot of times these characters are telling they real. Just how Dany speaks about how, well, fuck, I'm going to rule with fear then. I'm going to go to this fear. So what she does later shouldn't be surprising. When he tells Brienne all the things in the last episode that he did for Cersei, and that's why he's saying, Ma, like, I've sacrificed so much of my soul for this woman that if she going to die, son, we got to ride. It's my twin sister, lover. And that's why it's like I just get why they went that direction. They started together, so they ended that way.
Do you feel like he betrayed his character at all when he says that he never really cared for the people of King's Landing, and like he sort of has this intimate moment with Brienne in like that hot tub scene or whatever, where he sort of talks about how when he had to kill the Mad King. And, what the Mad King was sort of asking to burn them all and stuff, and how he was, did that to, essentially protect the people.
He did those things more. He says it himself out his mouth, especially early in the season. He only cares about him and Cersei. So the Mad King had to die because at some point it was going to be a threat to him and Cersei. Remember, he even said, nothing matters in the world but us. Mm-hmm. He said that to her so many goddamn
I remember
times.
That,
like that.
It rings like,
that's his thing. Like, so he's just a complex character, because at the same time, even before he went on this freaking quest to become a better person, like Tyrion said, you've always been good to me. That's one of those saving graces about him when you first meet him at the top of this series, that him and Tyrion are so cool. And then and you like, damn,
everybody, they all gave him hell. Every single Lannister gave him hell.
Except
Jamie is the only one that gave him a little slack. Like, even if went behind closed doors, he was like really like.
That was his brother. He always regarded him as his brother.
Yeah.
So like, they always showed the light to him to a degree, because these people are complex. That's all. That's the main thing I can keep saying about it. That's what keeps me being like, I'm not about to complain just yet, because people acting like this is the trash shit ever. And I'm like, no, it's a bit rushed. They could have taken more time for certain things.
It's abbreviated, and I think everybody would be happier with a full season versus
7.
Versus this 7, this strong 7 as they
could have been a strong
thinking.
10.
It could have been. It really, really could have been. That's the problem. And I think that Benioff and I think they're done. My personal opinion.
But I don't think they're going to be doing the spinoffs.
No, not at all. I don't think so. And I think, I don't think they want, like, HBO is also coming out saying that they were willing to give them a full run, right? Like,
I didn't know that.
Did you read that?
Because
I heard that from a coworker.
I heard this guy stopped because it was so expensive. Well, I'm like, if this is too expensive, why the fuck are you doing spinoffs?
Yeah, and this is and like okay, so this is something I heard from a coworker. So I haven't looked this up myself, but they said that there are things coming out from HBO's side, sort of saying that we were willing to sort of afford them this so that they could have a full season, and they chose not to. So I don't know. I'd have to look that up and see if that's true, but. That's the thing that the season suffers from, is its abbreviation. Really, you can't please everybody in the final season, but it seems to sort of, I don't know, not winning a lot of people over. But
my bad.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, like, even playing it in front of us right now, I'm reminded of, like, in the moment, this all still worked for me. And right now, as it's playing in front of me, it still works for me. So, I mean, like I said, didn't love it, but I definitely wasn't disappointed. It just wasn't what I think I wanted from the show.
Well, I know one of my favorite things about this is they built up all the suspense with all Cersei's armies and her soldiers and all the people. They did a lot of things from the point of view of the people, and they're trying to clear out the streets and get inside. And I really loved the fact that it was so one-sided. Like some people thought
the battle, really?
Yeah, everybody thought it was gonna get this epic battle, and that's what they wanted.
I was like, they've already done that. They've already given us that.
They gave us that already.
Yeah, this wasn't going to be that.
Dude, and the thing is, it was so hilarious when Tyrion is talking to Jaime, and Jaime's like, but what if Tyrion like, no, she's going to...
I know this city like the back of my hand.
We're going to lose. But what if we're going to lose? But no, Jaime, you better get your bitch and get the fuck up out of here because you are not going to win this.
Move that ass.
You hear me? So when she came through with that dragon and destroyed all the fleets, destroyed all the scorpion weapons, destroyed the fleet, it was like utter mere destruction. Like it was just eye candy, just watching just pure unadulterated destruction. One-sided with my baby on the dragon and the unsullied and Grey Worm just going for blood.
Well, one thing you got to give the show credit for is building up the threat of these scorpions. Because you feel like they're every fucking where, and there's only one dragon now where they can just take them out like that. And
they had to build up the suspense.
Yeah, they built it up, but they built it up into a place where I don't even know. I don't know. It's just like it was a sleight of hand almost. It feels like because they were all so just disassembled so quickly. It feels like by the time Qyburn comes up there to tell her that, ma'am, there are no more scorpions left. I'm like, damn, nigga, already?
The epic denial of Cersei is exactly that. She was in denial to the last possible moment. It was damn near on fire in that spot she was at. And she was still thinking it had a chance. You seen the dragon burn everything possible. And you still think you guys have a chance. I'm like, Cersei, baby.
I mean, you were really naive and living in denial. This is like amazing. I didn't know that this level of person existed ever in life. I mean, this is right. It's so fascinating to watch. It's like
crazy.
Molly, you in danger, girl. Like you were going
I
down.
To her all kind of ways, and she wasn't feeling that shit.
She just wasn't listening.
But but the show did a beautiful job of setting up the scorpions. Otherwise, you would have just known off the dump that Cersei and them was gonna lose this easily.
Yeah, but
they've been telling us for years
they were
that
so
they couldn't
inconsequential, though.
But I'm saying this: when have they been consequential in a fair situation?
In a fair situation?
Because the Night King,
they've only shown up. We've only really seen them once.
The first dragon. They caught
twice. No,
they caught Rhaegar slipping. It's not like because this time people were talking about how. But if you really think about it, they didn't see it. So Rhaegar got caught slipping, and then they did not get Drogon that first time. So off the dump, it's not like it's not like the Scorpions have been 100%. The first time when Bronn hit the motherfucker dragon, like okay, cool, whatever, nigga.
It also felt like they didn't quite know how to work them. I guess to a certain extent, it just they didn't really feel. I don't know. They didn't play a part in terms of like when it came down to it at the end of the day.
It's a MacGuffin,
which is cool. So now that's over. There is no threat. It's like she basically has a god cheat code now, and it's about to take apart everybody. Yeah. So it's just it's
I loved it all, son.
I loved it. When it happens,
was dodging the arrows and burning everything up,
and I'm cheering for it.
I'm with it.
I'm cheering for it. Yeah, no, I'm actually cheering for it. I'm knowing though. I'm also clocking that even though she's coming down and she's laying down all this destruction, and Euron is sort of right in the center of it. We didn't see his ass die.
Oh no, I knew he was gonna pop back up.
But how he pops up?
No, that was whack. That was so lame.
Yeah, that's not honestly, what I saw.
The only person that should have killed Euron was Yara. Like to me, that was Yara's kill. As people like, oh, you weren't supposed to kill the Night King, nigga, whatever. Yara should have killed Euron. They only let Euron get murked by Jaime or some. He touched the pussy, so now he must die. Shit, like for me, it was. Jaime never had no beef with Euron to that degree. Like, he got under his skin a little bit, but it wasn't like how nigga Yara had a real beef.
Yeah, I think she had more right. She
probably not.
I doubt it, man.
Unless Danny really go left and be like, anybody didn't help me in this war, you die. And like, I'm gonna scorch everything.
Oh Jesus!
John
man.
can't take the throne if there's no
Don't
throne.
say
That's
that.
what it means.
Don't.
That's what I mean. Like, you know, the touch good thinking. There's no throne to have. John can't take it. You all die.
I mean, this chick, she's on another one, man. So basically, we've kind of So she's taken out all of the scorpions by this point, and we see the horse. Like they don't mind killing horses in this show. It's like from the very first season to the very last, they don't mind killing a horse.
Nope.
You know.
I mean, you think horses want to get murdered back then, though?
I mean. Not in this fashion, shit.
Man,
I mean, the mountain sliced one in half with one swing.
I believe it, son. I'm like, dude, this was war, dog. Everything was getting got, dog. And Tyrion just walking through these bodies just in utter awe. But we get all of this destruction. We keep going back to Cersei, who won't believe it. She thinks she got a shot.
That poor thing. She
is
what I mean? Swimming in the river of denial.
Did you know that it's going to have a fucking moment and Grey Worm is gonna say screw these people? Because before it came, like right before it came, though, I was like,
there was tension building up. I thought we were gonna. Honestly, I'm gonna be real with you. Like I said, watching it moment to moment, I thought this was gonna play differently because we're on the edge of our seat. We're waiting to hear those fucking bells,
and we on that scene where she's just on that dragon, and when she's waiting for the bells, and they're going back between her and Cersei. It's almost like they can see each other, but they can't.
Right.
But that's how I almost feel the way they're going back and forth with this tension as we wait for the bells, and then we hear all the random people going, ring the bells,
ring the bells, and it's like you actually hear those motherfuckers ring.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, the next part of this episode is going to be us watching her flame Cersei right in front of us. She's going to barbecue her. Just Cersei. And I don't know. It's
I was satisfied with that too.
I don't feel like we've all stopped. I feel like everybody is still ready for battle. Why do I feel like everybody's still on edge here? What's going on?
You better take in.
Everything should be fine.
She mad.
Why is she tripping?
Because she don't
seem like she cool.
She don't want them to surrender.
Can't somebody tell her to be cool? She don't look like she cool.
I don't want to surrender. Y'all surrender. So I got more anger to let.
I'm like, look at all this shit in the background. It's all in flames, motherfucker.
That's cool.
I mean, that's you.
Boats. That's boats.
And I'm like, this isn't your surrender face. Nope. This isn't your surrender face. Nope. Something's wrong.
She said screw everything.
And that's where it just sort of takes.
And that's where everyone started getting
hard
angry.
left. Yeah.
Hard left. Mm-hmm. Everyone is Tyrion's face when he looks up at her, decide to just start flaming everything. But she also was on that level of, look, it's almost like Thanos said on Endgame. Okay, see, I was trying to be cool, but there's also going to be those that remember the way it was. So now I got to scorch everybody. So the only thing that people remember is me being on top. That's what she went with it, as if the other lands ain't gonna hear. Oh yeah, she scorched that whole spot. But she like, look, we're gonna start anew. I'm gonna get my nephew to fuck me, and we're gonna make a whole new fucking King's Land, and just us and our dragon, and people die, burn, people burn. Son, she's making the ultimate statement of fear. And the thing is, she's kind of right, because if you hear that she did this, who gonna step to her? Who gonna step to her, son?
No,
it's really against the benevolent side of her that we knew. But dude, and when this scene was so tense, when Grey Worm decided, when he see what his queen on, I was
like, all right, she gave me the green light.
And that's the green light.
John Legend, baby.
And that's the exact thing that happened with Tyrion. Like I said, she never told Tyrion she was gonna be about the bell. See what I'm saying? She told Grey Worm, when I get there, you'll know when it's time. That's what she told that nigga. She did say Tyrion. Yeah, she looked at Grey Worm and said, when I get there, you'll know when it's time. And it was time. It was right there, dog.
I feel you on that, but I also feel like there's a multiverse where this doesn't happen. That there's a chance that this could have went a different way.
If Missandei didn't die, right after Rhaegar died, right after Jorah died, right after Jon Snow said, I can't fuck my auntie.
Yeah, I'm about to say, like,
that's where we would have been.
If we could have just got a yes on one of those things instead of a no, yeah.
Come on. And you know you're going to get Grey Worm versus goddamn Jon Snow next episode.
Okay, dude. I remember sitting there watching this shit like, God damn! Like, that motherfucker, like, he went, phew, phew.
Yeah.
He kicked the kick, he took his face off, man. I mean, God damn.
Intense.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Like, okay, so I will give them credit. They're fighting. The choreography in the show has gotten a lot better. Other than like when the sand snakes were running about.
And the thing is, they were really, whoever does their budget for special effects, dog. These people getting burned alive is just gruesome in all the best ways. When you're talking about, realism.
Like I said, yeah, this is. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, so what you saying?
Oh, I was gonna say like shit. Now I forgot what I was.
Drogon just making the rounds, like he wiping.
This is terrible.
Like he mopping the floor, like I'm going left to right to left. I'm burning it all up. Oh, you think you was good? Nope.
Nope, you're not. Did you ever seen Independence Day? Well, let me show you.
Oh my goodness!
It's like this is what I want. This isn't necessarily what I wanted from Game of Thrones, but God damn if it wasn't entertaining. I'll give them that much.
They get mad. They were so mad because when the Night King got killed because Jon didn't kill him, even though that would have been predictable. But then when you get something unpredictable, then you're mad because it wasn't what you wanted it to be, which would have been predictable. I'm like, yo, again, if you're mad because things were rushed, I'll give you your props there. It was rushed. But if you're just hating on the direction that it went, if you're just mad because Dany went evil, or if you're just mad because Cersei didn't die the way you wanted Cersei to die, or if you're mad because Jaime went back, if you're mad for these stories, things that you just don't agree with or that you don't like because you like a nigga, then you need to sit the fuck down and get burnt with the rest of them. I
would have liked to see Cersei die in a different way, though.
The way that if I would have been happy if like Dany would have just burned them, alive, burned Cersei alive right as Jaime got there. Like if that fight would have took Jaime to so long, and then as soon as Jaime get up there, he's seeing Cersei look at him, and then Cersei get burnt the fucking live right in his face, and then Jaime got to take that. That would have been interesting. That would have been interesting. And then, you know what I mean? Maybe.
Do you think there's a slithering chance
that
they're still alive?
No.
Okay.
And Lena Headey was on Instagram saying goodbye to the character today, so no.
Okay. All right.
They got some people holding on in denial.
I mean,
that are saying that she could still be
Game of Thrones is not above trolling.
And Grey Worm versus Jon Snow, like I said, is gonna happen.
It's got to.
Jon Snow's gonna kill Grey Worm. That's gonna be the first time I root for a white man over the black man. Because I don't want Grey Worm to die, but Jon Snow ain't gonna die, dog. Like he's died already. Like Jon Snow gonna take that throne most likely, or Jon Snow, I don't know who's gonna kill Dany between Arya and Jon. You feel me? But it's very telling that Jon, he still stuck to what's right, and he turned on his own army to be like, y'all doing wrong. I mean, niggas trying to rape and shit. That he like, nah. And I think the remaining people of there not gonna forget little acts like this of that one soldier who was like, no, I'm not doing this wrong thing. And honestly, even if he does end up with the kingdom, it's not what he wanted, so that'd be bittersweet for him. He don't want to rule, but he's the best ruler to have. Some people think it's going to be in a democracy with nobody on the throne and people deciding to go a different route. We'll see. I feel like I wish Cersei would have different expressions watching her whole city get burned down, but it's fine.
Yeah, no, it would have, yeah.
And the dragon got so close to her. There was so many times I thought she was just going to just burn her. I don't get that either. I'll give you that. Like, I wish you would just burn. Still burn the city if you want, but then come back in the end and burn her up. But maybe that's what she planned to do. And that would have. Then Cersei left at the right time. I don't know.
Just in terms of like personal satisfaction, in terms of watching Cersei die. Like, I mean, there was some satisfaction there just watching her die in general. Because just in Game of Thrones, it's not going to be bloody and gory for the person who's caused the most blood and gore. It's going to be poison. It's going to be, what I'm saying? Yeah. It's going to be something else. And I'm like, you know what? I'm cool with that. But what would have been really dope is watching her burned by Dany's dragon. Yeah.
But I think the hilarity as well is they went for the poetry instead of going for the fan service. When this whole season keeps on getting blamed for fan service instead of the poetry. Like, really, if you look at how she died, it was poetry within the writing of, ain't that some shit, like this kingdom that she built, that she did all these things to control, and this house that she built is on her fucking right head. On top, it falls on top of her with the nigga that she conspired with the most. You know what I'm saying? It's just, it is poetry. But the fan service and satisfaction would have been Arya splitting the throat or Dany setting on fire, which I wouldn't have been against either. I'm not saying I'm against it. I'm saying I don't think the entire series is the worst because the castle fell on top of her instead of you being mad about the person that killed them wasn't your person you wanted to kill him. And Euron, we talk about Euron washing up and him and Jaime having the stupidest cockfight of all cockfights.
Yeah.
It was so unnecessary, son. And I was like, if Jaime died in this fight, that would have pissed me off. That would have pissed me off.
I thought they were trying to piss us off. I was like, oh, is this how you're going to do it?
Dude.
Okay. And then let's bring Arya all the way here.
Mm-hmm.
To have her turn the fuck around and go right back down those stairs where she could have stayed safe way the far fuck away from this place.
People weren't expecting the castle to be in the shape that it was in, though.
They weren't, man.
I
but
think
it's
if the
like,
dragons weren't burning down buildings, they would have went with their original plan.
Okay.
Clegane is like, dog, I know I'm going to die here, but I'm going to die here fighting my brother. You're a girl, bro. You shouldn't die here trying to kill Cersei. Revenge shouldn't take you that far.
Yeah, once again, in the moment, man, or in the first watch, man, I really dug her calling her Sandor and her saying thank you.
That was a great send-off between those two characters, man.
It was, I agree.
You dig? And
but
especially from where they came from.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I know. And how they left off that last time, man. It's just this is poetic right here.
Right.
With all the talk of Clegane Bowl, I maybe had hyped it up in my head a little much more than what they were willing to give us or what they could give us. And I just kind of chuckled a little bit at it. But
I dug it. I didn't have no hype.
You dug it? Okay.
Like I said, though,
I guess I was kind of hoping. Yeah, to some extent, I did have expectations. I don't know why, and I don't really even know where they came from because
Sandor stood more of a chance than I thought he would because you got to take in. The Mountain is a monster now.
Yeah, the Mountain is a monster, but I'm like,
I love the way he killed Qyburn too. I was waiting for Qyburn to die. I was like, die, please, die.
I just kind of feel like when did the Hound turn superhuman the way he can take all these punches from the Mountain?
He was always kind of super strong on some shit though.
Yeah, I guess true. All right,
I can't argue that. Mountain level. I'm
like the Mountain was strong, but now he's souped up strong.
I mean, but he was getting his ass whipped by the Mountain though. Dog. It's not like he was trying to throw dogs. Even he had to laugh. He laughed a few times because nothing that he did really hurt him. Yeah. Stop.
Like die. Why don't you?
But this nigga was not dying. Yeah. Like it was not happening. That's why I was like, I was cool with it.
Yeah. Okay.
And
I felt like they like Qyburn. We got to get rid of a lot of these folks, or we got to make sure he's down and out, so we ain't got to worry about filming him no more. All right, that's a wrap on Qyburn, everybody. All right, cool. So Qyburn has to jump out. Yeah, it's like, wow. Yeah, they just kind of dispatch him so quickly, and it's just. And
then Cersei was like, "Well, let me get the fuck on out your way."
Yeah, it's like, okay, well. I gotta go to the bathroom. Let me just keep my one finger up. Let me excuse me.
Excuse me,
y'all. I don't want to interrupt the church service. Excuse me, y'all.
It's gonna be okay.
It's all right. Yeah, not really here. Don't you worry about me.
Like I said, I dug it, and then at the end of this big ass fight,
we finally get to see his face again, and I'm like, oh yeah.
The Hound dies in flames with his brother. Like once again,
yeah, the thing yeah, that's trippy.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Once again, dog, everybody be paying attention to all these things that they don't like. I'm like, dog, they did a lot of shit good in this episode.
I mean, the filming of that whole fight sequence is something that
frame of how the castle is falling down all around her.
And the Mountain is standing up there while the dragon is like flying over him, like they're having this like that shit.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it does. Like that. Like I got to give it credit for that. It's just it looked dope, but the context of him just beating the shit out of Sandor or the Hound, I'm just like, okay, all right. I kind of thought this would be more of a battle, not him just.
It was a battle. That was David versus Goliath.
He did. I mean, it was a battle in the sense that he gave everything he had, but it wasn't much of a fight.
I think it was a nice fight. Like I said, I dug it. And I felt like it was because I feel like you have to play out the fact he's fighting someone invincible. They played into some of the jokes of having to fight someone invincible, and then he still pulled it off in the end because he already knew they were going to die together. But it was off of him, the agency. He didn't get thrown into the fire. He tackled his brother into it, so we're gonna die together, motherfucker. And this whole scene right here sells why. You know what I mean? What it was like when she saw him, everything crashing around her, and no matter what she do to this man, he always there for her. That's what she realized in her final moments, talking about Cersei. That's why I was like, even though she sent Bronn to do whatever. Seeing him show up and when she thought it was gone, it's like, damn, this my nigga. It's so nasty that they brother and sister. But when I turned off,
she doesn't deserve this loyalty.
He doesn't, but that's like you said, the Game of Thrones is so Game of Thrones, dog. This is what you wanted, this is what this person's gonna get. You feel me? This is how it's gonna go down. Like, in a weird way, she had a beautiful ending because, like, you know what I mean, she got to die with her love in her arms, I guess. And people was angry. People was so mad.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. It is what it is. It's like, you know what? Like, she's dispatched. Now we don't have to worry about her. The Hound and the Mountain had their huge battle, and it's like, well, now they're taken out. Now let's see what we're gonna do with poor running Arya.
Arya had the goddamn run for her life. I thought she was dead at least 7 times.
I thought at one point they had swapped Arya out for Tom Cruise.
Son, bruh, running and everything.
All that running
that was
she
so
was doing.
sad, man. Them people that helped her, you know what I mean? Like, oh man, she got them out that spot because she knew they was gonna die there. And then the lady get freaking hurt. And then the lady like, take my daughter with you because I know I'm not gonna make it. And then the daughter runs back to her mom, and then they get flamed together as daughter and mom. That was one of the oh god.
Oh, that's one two-time one.
Yeah, that was just such a hard one to take in. Like Arya really was on one, dog. Like that's why I screamed that she's gonna do something to Dany, dog. If we getting on the goddamn White Horse Uber, it's looking like she's gonna do what John can't.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that was the one thing I took away from all of this because they just kind of threw her through the ringer for no reason. It felt like.
Well, they didn't give her something to do if she didn't kill Cersei.
Yeah, and then they put her in this room with all these people, and all these people are like, well, you know what, we don't want to go out there because we're gonna die out there. And Arya's like, get your asses up. Yeah, but no, she told all of them, get up and follow me.
Yeah, that's the only ones that left with her.
Man, no, they all left with her and they fucking died.
Oh, I thought just them two.
She killed all those people.
She didn't kill them. People gonna be dead anyway.
Man, they were gonna be dead anyway.
They showed,
but they were killed off by the Dothraki, running away.
But the building was burned down behind Arya while she ran away. So it was either gonna die from the building, die from the Dothraki, or die from the dragon. Regardless, like Arya got that plot armor, as they say, where it's like, damn, baby, if this was real life, you was dead like an hour ago.
Well, she need to stop dragging other people into her bullshit.
I mean, she just tried to save a motherfucker.
She
just tried to save her, motherfucker.
Yeah, no.
And you know the white horse allegory, it's just so on the nose. I understand it could be the pale horse of death, like in the Bible. I understand that at one point when she first left, she had this like white horse and such. So it could be a callback. Yeah. I understand like the white horse can mean so many things and such, and all that. But it felt like it was so on the nose. One of my friends on Facebook was saying that it would have been a bit more powerful if after everything and all that destruction, all that death around her, if she just would have just staggered out the opening and left. Like we just seen her walking like fucked up. And
that would have been powerful.
And then the episode just go off like just with her like making it out, just walking away just through after being in war. You see all these bodies. If you say this horse triumphantly running out, it would just been her just walking out this way. That would have been deep. But
Agreed.
But even still, son, like I said, it's not a perfect episode by any stretch. It's a messy episode to a degree. But I still was entertained.
Excellently.
It still looks amazing. I still was good. A lot of you people are just running in your own hype right now. And I feel like when you come back to the series and watch it from beginning to end again, you're not going to be so mad getting to this. It's just everybody feelings because it's the most popular show on TV right now and everybody handle all this hype. And when you got all this hype and all those expectations, dog, what you think gonna happen, dog? Gonna have some disappointment. Regardless of what would happen. In 7 episodes.
Yeah, you sort of, and a lot of people are attached to the characters personally or, naturally to some extent. And it's for me, and I sympathize with some of them because for me it's not what I wanted, but I accept it. You know what I'm saying? It's not what I wanted for Dany. It's not the turn I wanted for her. But I saw it.
I didn't want her to ever go evil personally.
Yeah,
that character. I was hoping beyond hope
that
she wasn't gonna go dark. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But at the same time, I see how throughout this time that they've given us these hints, and I'm saying
they've left little breadcrumbs.
If I'm going to have to accept that if y'all arc from the beginning, like I said, was to make her evil, and that was gonna be something I was gonna have to deal with as a heartbreak, regardless. If that was her arc, I'm not mad at her going dark.
Yeah.
If y'all people mad because y'all felt like, but that's my thing again. I said this earlier. What heartbreaking thing would you have rather her do? that instead of burning those innocent people. Maybe that was too much of a stretch for you so soon, right? We need to get to a point where she's dark. You don't get dark unless you do something wrong, like that you can't come back from. Anakin slaughtered them kids and freaking, you know what I mean, before he turned to Vader, you know what I mean?
Right.
You have to do something where they ain't got nobody on your team that can justify your shit. So even if it wasn't burn down a city, she's gonna have to kill someone. Even if it was one person you like, she's gonna have to kill, like, besides Varys, because that's a big one too. But there's some people, like, she was gonna have to do something, because the thing is, that's what she killed the nigga you liked. So
she had already lost points there.
So what's the next level of losing points if you want this slow burn to happen? Because what did Varys really do? I understand from her perspective that she felt like it was someone in her council that betrayed her, but is it worth death though?
She takes no prisoners though.
But she never has.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like Varys, that's what Varys been saying. He been peeped it. So I'm like, yo, like, I can understand feeling cheated out of wanting a slower burn, but I really ask, what would the slower burn consisted of to satisfy you?
In terms of
if no matter what, she's going dark. If there's no way there's no way of of changing these people's minds as the creators, no matter what we want in the last episode, Dany's the bad guy. So if that was gonna be the case, even if we had 10 episodes, what would have satisfied you? And I guess they would say, well, that's the writer's job, and you're very right. And that's all I guess we could leave it at, because
it would have satisfied me to have her kill Jon just to make sure he doesn't take the throne.
But that's where it's going in right now. She's probably about to turn on him at some point.
Like, that would satisfy me.
Because, dude,
if that's what we're doing,
my dude, she has been talking slick shit about Sansa a few times.
Yeah, you know what? I'm not done. I'm about to take out some other motherfuckers.
She gonna make a pass at Sansa, and Arya and Jon ain't gonna be having that shit.
Bend the knee or shut the fuck up, bitch. And we ain't gonna have none of this back talk we've been having. We about to have a whole nother conversation.
We never got
this nice shit we've been doing. Yeah,
every time.
Come outside. We about to have a conversation in front of the dragon, bitch.
When the Sansa conversation come up, dog, it always sounds like she's threatening that girl to Jon.
Yep.
Like, if she don't do, it's always lightweight, dry threat. Like, yo, what you talking? That's that man's sister.
I mean, might as well just start brand new there too. I mean,
so I don't know, dog. I don't know where this thing about to go. We know we got Dark Danny Savage, and and we have a whole bunch of pissed off fans, and I just can't wait to see how this. Because if you think they mad, this last episode. Oh, God.
I hope it cuts off and fades to black like a Sopranos episode. I don't know, man.
People be talking like how HBO usually don't stick the landing for everybody with a lot of their series.
That's what I've been saying, dude. And so far, it's pretty much everything I predicted. I was, not in terms of like the show itself, but like in terms of the response and how people have felt about it, this is exactly kind of what I thought would happen. And now we're approaching the final episode where it's like, well, I mean, you really, at this point, you kind of got to accept what happens. Now, here's another big question I have, too. So the big, huge plot spoiler, that twist that the showrunners were holding on to, was that Dany turns dark?
Gotta be it.
Or was there, oh, man, I was hoping there was something else. Because I'm like,
it gotta be that, because...
I don't, in hindsight, I'm not that...
Well, the internet is.
I guess.
That people so mad because she went dark. So that's what they were referring to. Now, the thing is, they're more mad because they felt like it didn't build properly to that moment. A lot of people are mad. They felt like if you're going to do it, you should have built better to it.
It feels that way because you're making that comparison in the abbreviated season.
Yeah. Where
everything is going to feel rushed. It's like you can't. It's almost like it's you can't really judge this show as you would have had this been season 4 or 5. You can't judge it that way now, because now they're just trying to churn these bitches out and get these hit these points and be done.
That's true technically, but nobody care about the technically. They care about what they're receiving, and what they're receiving is something they don't enjoy. Then they're gonna react negatively to it. And I'm like, I understand you have every right for your feelings. I'm just saying, I'm glad I don't feel your way. I'm satisfied, even though I see better ways it could have been.
Cersei died.
She did.
Yeah, she died. Just good. That's all I asked for.
Girl,
He died
Then
actually.
I'm sad. Then I get an amen. Church.
Amen.
Well, I didn't want Jamie to die, but I feel you.
I mean,
You didn't want Jamie to
I
die?
didn't
He
want
was
Jamie to die.
doing too much hopping back.
I like Jamie.
I'm
I like Jamie.
I mean, as long as Jamie was still like running to save Cersei, I'm like,
I mean,
yeah,
he
you kind of
deserved
need
it.
to
like
go
I said, I'm
too.
not mad that he died because he.
I'm
ran
just
to
like,
save
you
Cersei.
know, good.
That was a good one.
But
I like that.
But yeah, like I said, I can understand where the folk coming from, but I can also understand like I'm not about to be mad because you mad. And even because that's
Fair
the thing,
enough.
there's certain things that I watch, and I'm a writer too. You're a writer. We're all writers in the room, son. That we could come up with a bunch of amazing other ways something could have gone that I might even like better than what I've gotten. But that's not gonna make me not like what I've gotten after the fact. Because a lot of people like if you off the dump when you watch the shit, you was like, hey, I don't like that. Props. If you want people mad and you watch this whole episode on day one, oh my God, those are the best, and then we got everybody else's opinions, then yours changed, then that ain't real.
Fair enough.
I go with initial. Your initial reaction was entertainment. Ride that bit, dog. Don't sell yourself. A lot of times we talk ourselves out of a good thing or a good time or a great experience because we won't be down with everything else.
Also, I also too, if after further thought of things sort of changes your mind, like I like to leave the door open for that as well.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
Stuff like there's so much like I don't think.
But don't jump on his self-righteous like that was your original thought though.
Fair enough. I mean, like one thing I always say, like I'm always the hypest about Game of Thrones episode when it's airing and when that shit is on and right after it goes off. Like that's the highest I'm gonna be about it. The hypest I'm gonna be about it. And sometimes it stays the same, and sometimes I notice things a little bit differently. But it's like the hype. I don't know. It's like nothing can change that feeling or replace that feeling, no matter how I feel about it afterwards. It's like it gave me everything I wanted in the moments I'm watching it when I'm watching it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like as far as I'm concerned, that's kind of all. You know, that's kind of all that really matters.
Right.
Now this last episode, not gonna lie, I'm hyped. But I am fucking nervous. I don't know what they got up their sleeve. And it's just, I'm not as, I don't know. Yeah, I don't have a lot of faith in them truly giving me something that'll satisfy me because, you know, once again, I don't know. I'm one of, you know, 24 million fans or whatever, million fans or whatever. We all got our own way we want this to go. We would like it to go. So, yeah, I don't know, man. But I'm going to be tuned in. And I'm probably going to love every minute of it. So, you know, I don't know. I'm ready for it. Let's go out with a bang at the very least, you know?
I think we're going to go out with a bang. It's just not going to be the bang that everybody want.
I'll take a bang, man. And not like a Harlem Nights bang, you know what I'm saying? Like explosion. Give me something big. Let's go out with, I don't know, let's burn the whole house down. You know what I'm saying? Let's do something.
I feel like Arya gonna kill Dany, and Jon gonna be stuck with a kingdom that he don't want. And I wouldn't be surprised if at the
Arya's gonna be his hand.
I mean, Sansa might be his hand. She'd be a pretty cool hand. But she's want the North too. I wouldn't be surprised if Jon just run away. If Jon just be like, you know what, Tormund told me.
He did say he wanted to roll with the. Yep.
Maybe I want to take my ass on North and, you know, just go be on my own kick and we just have nobody at the throne because ain't nobody going to be there that can take it. Some people think Tyrion, but Tyrion ain't going to try to be king. It's like, I don't know where it's going to go, and that's the most exciting thing to me. Like, besides believing that Dany's going to get killed by Arya, but maybe that's too easy. I don't know, but the setup feels like you don't have Arya in play in this manner, giving her a damn uber white horse and saying she's going to kill somebody with green eyes if she ain't about to go play a part in what's about to go down. And it looked like, from the previews, Dany look like Dany flying north, honestly. It looked like she in Winterfell. So that's going to be very curious.
Okay.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Yeah, man.
Sir.
So let's get up out here, man. Tell the people where they can find you, how they can talk to you, all that there.
Oh, this is Marty, your favorite host, MartyEdwards504 on Instagram, Twitter, and Snap at the chat. Also want to go to lowrainpictures.com, click on the Your30 tab, because this is now officially, baby, a safe space. You want to go ahead and you want to click on the Your30 tab where I co-host the show there with, what's his name? He ain't here no more, baby.
But I'm still going to shout out the Black Wikipedia.
Black Actopedia, the Arrogant Observer. Your30 with Marty and the Arrogant Observer. Check us out. We do things and we podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Check us out.
Well, and hit us up at reviewingdat@gmail.com. You refer it, we review it. That's how we rocking it, dig. Especially since, we only got one more week of Game of Thrones. We got Aladdin about to drop this week. Next week.
What?
John Wick. I got to drop it off, man.
That's my favorite.
Aladdin dropping next week.
Oh, my God.
If I drop you John Wick off, like, tomorrow, can you watch it in, like, couple days? Can you watch 2 movies?
I'll watch it, dog. It's going to be separated between his days, dog. But like,
that's cool.
So
that's totally cool.
To see.
You still watch?
I already listened to a bunch of spoiler podcasts on Detective Pikachu, so I can't see that.
Me too.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't listened to anything yet. I still want to see it. I want to see it still.
Yeah, so
I heard good things, though.
I'm good. I've heard mixed things.
I'm great.
Oh, you heard mixed things?
Yeah.
A lot of mixed things.
Yeah, mixed
Oh, wow.
All and now it makes me mix it. I don't know.
Somebody played the song, the original song from the cartoon the other day, and that reminded me that I used to rush home.
Hello?
Like I had 30 minutes
Hello?
to make it like 18 blocks. Was it 18 blocks or was it 15? 15, 18, one of those. Anyway, had 30 minutes, and I would damn near run the last like 10 or 5 or so just to make it home on time to watch it. And I was like, damn, you know what? I really put a lot of effort into that. You know what? I think I will see this Detective Pikachu.
I don't know, man.
And y'all, you now I'm like, I don't know now, y'all.
Well,
Y'all are like the most mediocre I've heard so far.
From one of the mixed reviews is that they were expecting Team Rocket to blast off again, of course. And I'm like, oh man, you're gonna give me nostalgia, and I don't want to feel like I felt with the Power Rangers movie about this movie.
That
after
was
hearing
such
so
a
many mixed
bastard.
reviews. I know, right?
That was not our Power Rangers.
No,
But it tried desperately not to be, and that was part of the problem.
And we still was like, oh.
That was such a nice try.
So I just don't want it to be that. So the mixed reviews I have been hearing, it's just like, oh man, I can see what you're trying to say and playing, and why they have actors and certain people voicing things, and why it's just like, oh god.
Well, I know I was a Pokemon fan, so I was going to watch it. I wasn't like against it. I'm just saying.
You never played the games or anything?
I played the game lightweight when it first came out. I was probably like in 8th grade when that was a big deal. You know what I'm saying?
Me too. Yeah.
And I just never really got into it, honestly. But I was gonna give the movie a shot because technically the movie is based off a newer game called Detective Pikachu.
Yeah.
You feel me? So and from what I know in their world, apparently they don't have you can't capture Pokemon and make them fight no more. It's like dog fighting. They just live together like with people and shit. And like on one podcast was saying it was almost like some Roger Rabbit shit where they just be round and stuff.
That's what I heard.
And there's this whole mystery of who's the dude Justice Smith is looking for his paw, and they're trying to find out what happened to his paw. And I found out what happened in a couple of podcasts. So it's like no, I'm not gonna be reviewing it, guys. I'm not gonna be rushing to see it. So you let me know when you see that mug, if you see that mug, how you felt. And since I've been spoiled, I'll just ask you questions.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna see John Wick first, but yeah,
I'm gonna see Aladdin first before everything.
When is Aladdin coming out?
Like the
next
24th.
week? Okay, yeah, next week.
Still gotta watch In Time.
Oh, have you secured the copies?
I'm gonna lie and say yeah.
Oh, okay.
But really, I'm
pretty sure I can find it. I'm just gonna.
I had it,
When
dog.
are we gonna review it?
We're gonna honestly.
And I'll just watch it.
We're gonna review it on this. We're gonna review it after Game of Thrones is done.
Okay.
So not the next episode, but episode after that, we're gonna talk about In Time for Peanut, and then we're gonna get into summer shit too. Cause I know I ain't gonna see. I doubt I see Aladdin I don't know I'm gonna see Aladdin. We shall see. But I really want to see that bit. I feel like I'm about to be let down though, cause I don't like that.
Me too. It's my favorite Disney movie. I feel like I'm gonna just.
Far,
my favorite is Lion King, yo.
Yeah, Lion King is Lion King. Like
I just something about Aladdin.
Yeah, no, I understand.
Musically, that's the musical theater kid in me. I'm like, oh god, I love Aladdin. Every single fucking.
My thing growing up, the one I dug. Lion King, Aladdin, Beauty and the Beast, and Hercules. Like those 4, I remember watching a lot.
Over and over.
Yeah, I remember, and yeah.
Yo, look.
I remember my grandma not liking Hercules because she thought he looked too soft, but that's the thing.
I'm trying to be a muse.
Yeah, I mean, if they ever do it, they're supposed to be doing it. But like yeah, we got a lot more shit coming, y'all. Once again, we're supposed to be watching Runaways. Not Runaways. Cloak and Dagger.
Cloak and Dagger.
Cloak and
I was
Dagger.
about to say. Did we do Runaways? I was about to say.
They're back in production. That's what came out.
Okay,
season
cool.
3 back in production. We still supposed to do Cloak and Dagger. We never finished Black Light in the last episode.
Oh, we didn't?
We never
I thought we talked
this.
about it.
We lightweight talked about one specific thing that happened in there about Khalil that surprised us, but we never really ranted about anything about that season finale. And it feels like the next season they might not. There's rumors it might get picked up past season 3.
Yeah,
so it's like, we might as well talk about it while we still got it.
Yeah, because it's I mean, well, Supergirl's not gonna make it either, so I don't really feel
like
bad.
It don't seem like it.
Supergirl could not find an audience, but it's like, I don't know. I felt like the old people would have watched it on CBS just because they leave the TV on at night.
No, they got better. They actually got better ratings on CW than they did on CBS.
Did they?
Wow.
Yeah, they dropped. But either way, but dude, Arrow and Flash season finales were wow. Like Arrow season finale this season played out like a series finale, even though they have 10 episodes to wrap up the series next season, and then the series gonna be done.
Wow.
So, and I'm just curious to wonder how they gonna wrap up those 10 episodes, because if you watch the series, the season finale is like, yo, y'all ended the series, dog. Like, for real. Like, with no spoilers, y'all ended that bitch in that season. So I don't know what the final season is about to be on. It's about to go left. I guess they're gonna spend a lot of time in the future, because this season they was doing flash forwards instead of flashbacks, because he done all his flashbacks. So we was seeing like his like daughter in the future, freaking like all kind of cool shit, dog. So he might give that its own show and might do flashbacks to our present time to end the series. I don't know. I'm curious. Flash, he went out bittersweet, but I love me some Reverse Flash, and that's all I'm gonna say. So I'm glad that we still gonna have the network moving forward, because a lot of people be hating on the the CWDC shows, but I'm still with them. And our good old Batgirl coming on, they ain't even teasing that motherfucker, so I'm ready. Let go.
Are you ready to watch a brick wall just stand there and look at people? And you ready for that?
Yeah,
Why you gotta talk about
I've been watching Cersei all season,
that chick
so that's
is
cool.
awful.
God damn. I've been waiting for her to die for 18. And she died the second to last.
Did you see Ruby Rose in this role and as Batwoman?
No.
She had like 10 or 15 minutes. You can't judge that girl. They have a whole series order. We can't judge.
Awful.
You need to make it.
Awful.
I'm going to send you every episode.
Absolutely.
We're going to watch it like Black Lightning, dog. I can't wait.
There's no need. I will hate watch it.
Hate watch it.
Just so you can tell me,
listeners, if
it's
Marty
good.
changes his tune, if that
This
show
is
wind up
good.
being the shit.
This show is good. Where is it good at?
All right, I can't
Is
wait.
it good in the
I can't
scenes
wait.
that she's not in?
This is that actor guy, Mr. Bats. You can find me at Mr. Bats on all your social media platforms. Spell it, Mr. You ain't gonna find me. Hit a FlyWithBats@gmail.com if you want to talk to the main cast like Alpha Joe and D Mac about whatever we be talking about, man. We got a new one of those coming soon. Man, we got the series finale of Game of Thrones next episode. Can't wait. Send us some email about that. What do you feel about this season and this series? How do you feel? How's it been for you? Because it's wrapping up and it's been a journey.
Email us with your favorite Ruby Rose performance. And if you're thinking to yourself, I don't think I have a favorite Ruby Rose performance. I don't even have nothing to say to that.
I need this show to be good.
I just want
when
you
Batwoman want to be
to
good,
think about it.
Bye, y'all. We gonna talk.
Just think about.
We gonna talk.
Like when you go to sleep at night. When you go to
Bat
sleep
Rose.
at night, I want you to count the Ruby Rose performances you've liked to put yourself to sleep. 1 Ruby Rose, 2 Ruby Rose, 3 Ruby Rose performances. How many does it take for you to fall asleep? And you ain't going.
Reviewing That Show.
You know what?
Ruby Rose.
With Ruby, you know what? I'm done. I don't have it. I lost it. Bye, everybody. That's it. That's it. No. You don't like that? Tis,
motherfucker.
Nobody's gonna have a Ruby Rose like
She ain't
any
been
one
in that.
person.
That's
Yes,
an unfair question.
She
Orange
has
is
been
the
this
new
thing.
black.
I'm about to give you a movie where she's been in.
What's that?
John Wick 2.
I never saw John Wick.
Yeah, but see, that's
And you love John Wick.
I do, and I think she's awesome. Wanna know why? She doesn't say a thing.
Well.
Ah!
That woman's gonna pop that ass. I don't care.
She doesn't say a word.
I'm just happy to
she
get
does
something
sign
bad.
language.
I'm just happy something bad is happening, dog, because we should have a Batman TV
We
series.
should,
We don't.
because
They
we was
being
waiting
stupid.
for Gotham.
They being stupid.
Or...
Gotham. We ain't gonna talk about Gotham.
You haven't. I'm telling. She's terrible.
Okay.
I'm not like. You think you want what you haven't seen yet, and when you see it,
You
oh
find out the
damn.
grass is fake.
Ugh.
Oh, wow.
I mean, there's not a ground. It is terrible.
I want you to get all this out, because if this show is good with Ruby Rose, I want to replay all of this.
Oh yeah, please, yeah. Just take this whole thing and make my voice sound, slow me down and go.
You gonna go.
Batwoman is awful.
We already going for
Batwoman is awful.
We didn't even talk about Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., so next episode we got to run it. It's
Oh,
gonna be
right,
2 episodes
okay.
in the canon for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., so we can run it about that as well.
I'm so not watching those week to week, dude.
You're not?
There's no fucking way, dude. That shit is such a drag, man. Week to week. I got to the end of that episode, man, and I almost kicked my fucking boy. No, I can't do it, bro. I'm sorry. Not week to week.
And on that note, folks.
I can't do it. I just can't. I can't. It's terrible. How dare they ask me to watch that show week to week? How dare they? I mean, you know how much shit you gotta keep in your head to watch that show week to... Fuck that. No, man. My week, no. Can't do it. No, thank you. I'm sorry. you about to say goodbye to everybody now?
I ain't saying goodbye to
I
bro,
keep
bruh.
doing it. I'm sorry.
You can
I'm
just...
done.
We got Cantankerous Marty in the building.
Damn.
He sound like somebody old, drunk uncle pissed off. God damn it, how dare they make me watch this motherfucking goddamn dumbass shit. I got too much to do.
dare they?
I got too much to do. Nigga, we out, man.
I didn't care for that.
Do